Hooray!
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 100 of Sahlen's Legacy.
Sahlen's Legacy!
Sahlen's Legacy!
100!
Get that nice, echoing reverb in the background, too.
Yeah. Can we kill that music by a lot?
Oh,
It's
I'm not even hearing it. Sorry.
super loud in my ears.
You got it.
Thank you.
That's weird. Why am I not?
Anywho, welcome everybody. We've been going for a while since 2019. It is so loud.
Oh,
I can't hear
I
it.
need to take these
Oh.
out.
Yeah, you
Let
got
me
it. You
know
got
when
it.
it's
He's
good.
echoing. He's echoing pretty hard, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's like, why are you yelling?
Optionally, I'm yelling because there it is. Thank God. All right.
No,
Hooray.
yeah. The music for some
That
reason
sounds
didn't go
better.
to where it was supposed to go.
Yeah. So there was music, but only I could hear it. It
Yep.
was my own personal little hell for a minute there. So welcome everybody to episode 100 of Sounds Legacy, and yeah, we've been going since we determined 2019 at some
Yep,
point,
February 2019.
which is nuts.
No, we're still figuring it out.
We're still learning. We're still.
This me is.
But yeah, so it's like, and now the clip show. No, I have nothing really. But yeah, so let's get into it. Sahlen's Legacy is a live play 5e D&D game set in a homebrew world called Saul,
Yeah.
and yeah. It's pretty exciting, and we've been playing for a while. Lots of stuff have happened. We're interactive, of course. There are ways that you can interact with our show. For $5, you can give our players a blessing, and a blessing is a D6 roll that they can apply to anything. For $10, you can give. Oh, Radar Tech, thank you for the sub.
It's a sub.
Yeah, thank you. And for $10, you can give any of our players rerolls, and the rerolls allow them to reroll their bad rolls, giving them a better shot at success. And for $15, you can give me a DM reroll, which allows me to force players to reroll their good rolls, which I'm going to need a lot of as they circle down closer to the final big bad evil guy. And for $25, you can create a character of your own description and plop them in the world. This can be an enemy, an ally, whatever you like. We make them fit, we play with them, they become a part of our world, which I think is probably one of the coolest things about this entire game, is what you guys bring to us, which is super, super fun. And then for $50, you can give any of our players DM powers for 1 full minute, which allows our players to take over the story for 1 whole minute. Anything they say goes, and I just have to deal with it, and that's fun. For every $100, something unlocks. So that will be first a monster drop. So that's a boss level monster for our current party, and everyone did just level up as of last week. Yep, and that's the face I was waiting for, Diva.
No, it wasn't. I was like,
You're still a level down.
no. Can I do it now?
Yeah,
now?
sure.
I'm gonna do it now. I was trying to make an Instagram story, but be really
Overt.
cool about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was not. I don't even know where the button is. So just.
So
Oh,
the
it's like
first $100 will be a monster drop. Second will be a roll on the wild magic table. We can now finally retire the necromancer table that we've been using. So I found a new fun one that we can roll on starting tonight, and it's got multiple tiers and stuff. It's pretty fun. Didn't make it. Totally stole it from the internet. Optionally, it says, Danny, I like your tunic thing. Thanks. It's a shirt and a vest. Aw, yeah. And then this little guy right down here is the very first thing I ever got from a Renaissance fair when I was still in high school. It was my little stamped coin. It was like a little ball.
Nerd.
Distraction. And at $300, a couple things are gonna happen. $300, as a group collectively, the players can make something true. So it's essentially what Broaden Horizons was, but we've concentrated it down to one powerful one versus 5 sort of meh ones. And on top of that, we have a couple of giveaways because it's our 100th episode. We sent us some cool stuff to give away. So When we first if we hit 100 viewers tonight, we will be giving away one set of things. And then if we hit $300 in donations, we will also be giving away a second set of things. Both sets are coffee and a mug. Oh, they're born to be together. So we've got, this is from Found Familiar Coffee. And if you're not familiar with Found Familiar, go check them out. They're super cool. All their coffee is D&D themed, and all of their bags feature like independent D&D artists. So like this one is done by Sarah Zunda illustrations, and like it's nice because it gives them some nice advertisement. It shows where to find their Instagram, stuff like that. So you can also support the artist as well as supporting the company, and the company itself also supports good causes. Like they're just cool people. Found Familiar is great, and we also have mugs, or a mug rather.
Mugs.
They're two different
Space
mugs.
Jam on the brain.
They're two different designs.
Two different designs. So I'm gonna yoink this one out so that I can keep it straight. Ooh! It's two dragons in a little icosahedron. So there's a white dragon and a black dragon, and they're like snarling at each other. It looks pretty slick. And then you can drink your coffee out of this mug.
Who's the mug?
The mugs are from Adam's family.
Atom's Family, one of our fabulous sponsors.
Yeah.
Which brings me to sponsors. We'll start with Adam's Family. So thank you, Adam's Family. Also enjoy all the cardboard noise, everybody. Sorry about it. So we'll be giving, so if we hit 100 viewers, this is the first thing that's going to go away. So this Found Familiar Coffee specifically is Thieves' Cant. This is the secret blend, multiple roasts blend.
Yeah, what?
I'm going to hurt you. Origin, multiple processed wash, natural flavor notes, black cherry, toffee, toasted almonds. And it's also, I love it because it's written like a spell. Every bag is written like a spell. So I'm going to keep this one on the table so I don't get them confused. So that mug and that coffee are going to go away when we hit 100 viewers. And then if we hit 300, the other option is going to be the Grand Galop. I don't know how to read that.
Excuse you.
Initiative.
I don't.
Initiative is the name, and this is Grand Galop. Anywho, but we'll get there when we get there.
And that mug's different too. It's two different mugs. So
Yes, and we will open that mug when we get to it.
yeah. Well,
I love
MJ
it.
Sano just tipped $20, one reroll each to Aura and Nitsi. Aww, shit.
yeah.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, pal.
We also, so thank you to our sponsors, Atom's Family, ATOMZ _family. Use code. Justin, that's a tiny circulating.
Sorry. That's all. That's all.
That's funny.
No, that's just how big
That's
Justin
fine.
is.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah.
normal size Justin.
So small.
Darn it.
I've seen it.
What I should have done, I should have like passed it like under the table to like Haley, and she would have like pulled out her turkey leg. You know?
So Atom's Family, you can use code Percept Studio at checkout for 10% off. And then we also have our friends over at Norse Foundry. An update for Norse Foundry. We just paid our invoice today, so all of your Felted Friend dice should be going out within the week. So start expecting those in the mail. Very excited to get those out to all of you. And on top of that, you can always use code Perception. Oh no, I'm forgetting things. Perception check at checkout for 15% off of your order. And then we also have our wonderful friends. Option delete. Whoa, GM powers to Andre because his health is low and no one wants to
Health.
success. What?
I'll take it.
All
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's very. Oh, thank you very much, friends. So then Norse Foundry. Use code Perception check at checkout for 15% off of your order. We also have our friends over at Wormwood Gaming. Wormwood, we've got a lot of your stuff. So Wormwood, they make dice towers, dice vaults. They also make dice. They make all kinds of cool accessories and stuff. They've been keeping my dice safe forever. And Andrew's got the super kick-ass cool coffin one, which is dope. And you can get them personalized. You can get your fucking character stuff in Elvish. You can get the cool like character vaults, which is probably next on my list as far as things that I'm going to buy for myself. And you can use code Perception at checkout there for free shipping anywhere in the USA. And then we also have our wonderful friends over at Level Up Dice, and they are sending us right now our first wave of giveaways from them. So if you use our link to shop, it helps us earn points, and those points in the Diceomancy program help us get hands on stuff for you guys. And they make all kinds of cool luxury, semi-precious stone, bone, wood, all kinds of kick-ass, like unique dice that you can't find anywhere else. and they've also been great to us. They've
Oh, my
had us
banger.
guests
Thank
on
you
their
for the
channel.
sub.
Thank you for the soup, Metal God. La dee dee.
Thank you for the song.
And I think that's all the sponsors. And now we'll go around and introduce ourselves and our fabulous
A quick question while we're doing that. We leveled, but we haven't rested, right?
You have not rested.
Correct.
Okay. That's why your health is still okay. This makes sense now.
All right. Let's start with you, Star.
Haley.
Oh, never mind. Let's start with
Just
you.
kidding.
Haley.
Never mind. It's good. Just
Nailed
trying to
it.
move the show along, but it's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
Go, go,
Go ahead,
go.
Diva.
No, you.
Hi, I'm Haley. I play Captain Aura Stone, who is a tiefling warlock
I'm working on
rogue.
it, Danny.
Okay.
What's happening?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What's
You're
happening?
good, you're good.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Hello.
Are we?
Alright.
What's?
I'm trying to make
Am I
it
okay?
music
What's-
again.
Okay.
Hey.
I think you're good.
Do we start over?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm Haley. Third time's a charm, right? I play Captain Aura Stone, who is you guys are making me nervous, tiefling warlock, who's now a level 7 warlock and level 7 rogue.
Ooh.
Yay. Oh, even split. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm Justin, and I play Nitsage Alsop, who is a Qualia level 14 wizard with a heart beast named Hailstorm, who is a half horse, half dragon creature. Thank you all for coming.
Andrew?
Great, I guess I'll go then. Normally it goes down to Andre, but it's fine.
He's
I'm
buttons.
Andrew.
I can see him.
Buttons, buttons, buttons. Hello, I'm Andrew. I play Bubo, everyone's favorite Quailer elf, half ranger, half druid with a heart beast named Doomeril. And this is not a Star Wars campaign, so I don't have a costume for tonight, so all of you in the chat can just shut it and remember that I'm a mod and I will delete your sassy comments.
Wow.
I've never been to Ren
Threats.
Fair,
What
so I need to
Perception
throw on my
Studios?
Renaissance costume. It's a sore subject because normally I dress up, but I don't have anything for this mess.
Lisa has a
Nice.
Sahlen shirt that he's wearing right now.
Sure.
Oh,
That's what
wait.
I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Oh,
It
good.
still is.
Yeah,
He switched
I'm
out
wearing
one
it.
Silence
Yeah.
shirt for the other Silence shirt.
That's right.
I had to
Right.
switch because you can't see this one.
As
Oh,
we were
you're
doing,
like a
did
John
Andrew not
Cena
get a
shirt.
nap today? Andrew always
I'm
comes like
invisible.
directly from work. He does not.
Also
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Also directly, like legit, like hot from work. There, I can
Oh,
have
is
the
that Harper
floating
Point
Solens
behind
logo
you?
though. I like the floating Solens logo. I'll just do that.
I
all
like
day.
it.
It's good. It's
Anyway,
It's your
You look like the
screensaver.
intro
thanks for
screen.
being- Episode 100, guys.
Is it gonna go
This
in
is
the corner?
crazy. So exciting. 100.
Do you want to go
100.
second? Do you want to go second to last, or do you want me to go second to last?
You're
The
already
order has
going.
changed,
Take it.
so I'm confused.
You're
Okay,
right. We'll
hi,
go.
I'm Diva. I play Starheart. This is our 100th episode, guys. I play. What was that? I don't know what that is, but I'm excited. I play Starheart. She is a precocious and querulous little gnome cleric baby, and she has a little friend named Harry, who's her little dragon friend, and I don't quite have one, so Toothless is going to stand in
That's about the size
For
of it.
Harry.
Wonderful.
I'm like, it feels like the size feels right. He's just a night fury and not.
I don't know what size feels like, but okay.
What?
You said that's
And
what the
I-
size feels like.
Oh,
I'm accepting it.
I'm
Who are you?
confused.
I'm
Yeah, who are you?
Ryan.
You sure?
Yes. Yes, I am. I am very sure. I am Ryan. I am playing Andre. He is a gnome cleric at level 14 now. Full cleric all the way. And he is
Oh,
devoted.
cleric all the way.
He is devoted to
Christ.
the
You never go full
god
cleric.
of death. The god is named Clote, and he is. We finally just got to him at. Huh?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
We're all very interruptive today.
Finally just got to him, and I got to meet him in person for the first time, and it was a very, very memorable moment last episode.
Kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're
Hooray!
gonna fall off, fake Perry.
So here's what happened last time. You guys, you took care of Kelrek. You done killed him. You got him dead. And then Bubo took his bones, and then he wasn't the only one. Other people took his bones. Lots of people took his bones. But his essence, his spirit is once again trapped in a book where it belongs. For you've learned he cannot really be destroyed, but he can be contained. So he's in the book. For the moment, you were able to make your way over to the god Clote, who is, as we've mentioned, the god of death, Andre's particular god, who blessed him with a bit of a boon. His spiritual weapon now glows with an outer white ring of light. But upon bestowing this gift, Clote himself sort of fell. He had already been hunched. He had already been completely just drained of his energy and power. His massive form just kind of slumped after giving that gift. So you have freed him from all of his bonds, but he still does not have his power back, his energy back, any of that. But you've stopped the sapping process. Like, he's no longer being drained. He's just, there's not a lot left.
Yeah.
So you're still currently, I believe, in the house of Clote. You haven't left yet, my recollection.
Yeah, that was pretty much right where we left it.
Yeah, so you're surrounded by your armies, which I need to open the previous week and pull them over.
Did we give Clote the book yet?
No? Were we going to?
We haven't.
I thought we discussed giving the book to Clote so he can hold on to Kilrek.
Oh. I don't remember that, but that does sound like a good idea.
Clote is currently more or less, well, you know what, let's just play it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in the house of Clote. You are surrounded with your current party, which I believe is still Naya, the Wingfeathers, Truss, and Ebelforth, unless some of these people left. I know some people were dismissed, like the crew of the Sweetleaf 2 are back on the ship.
They were the only ones.
And Setzer's crew we sent back.
Oh, Setzer's.
Yes, Setzer's crew is also gone. Okay,
And
cool.
I sent Restflame back. So yeah, just us, Naya, Wingfeathers, Upperforth,
and
Truss.
then Jeb's group as well,
and then
right?
and Jeb's crew.
So
Yeah.
Jeb,
Mhm.
remaining Whitewaters.
Whitewaters,
uh,
Hush, Assassins.
Cab, Brayhan, and Reel. Cool. So all those folks, they're kind of
Jesus.
hanging back. When Andre began to approach, there was a lot of reverence in this room. I think you as a party have experienced more godly activity than most people on Sol experience in their entire lifetime. So,
It's okay.
so you you keep saying that, but I can't see. What happened? Anyway.
We all hung back. Andre was the only one who left, who went up to the Clote.
Yes, I'm saying the rest of them probably didn't even enter the space. I think the remaining, like, they stayed back at the arches and allowed you all as a party to move forward. And then once it got to the steps, that's when you all hung back and Andre stepped up. So yeah, everyone else is just kind of like, holy shit, that's the god of death. Like, they're just, okay. Like, a lot of people are just kind of sitting down, staring. Most don't even bother to whisper. The only one who seems mostly unaffected in attitude is Jeb. Truss is hard to read, but he also seems to know that this is a time to shut up. Hush seems more or less impressed, just in general, at just the goings on here. He is maybe the most forward of the entire group that was left behind. So he's under the arches. He's just not through them. And he's watching very carefully.
Sure.
And we will now hand it off to all of you. What do we do? Also was
He
that?
looks so.
Hmm.
Oh,
So-
he looks so weak.
Yeah. Yes. I think our mission is not done yet.
He looks ginormous. He's huge. I wasn't
Ship
expecting that.
as close as I did, it's quite impressive stature.
I suppose for your height.
Yes.
I would argue Andre is about the fourth most knuckle bone as far as size is concerned for a clothed.
Andre, did we want to leave Kelrek's book with Clote here? I don't know what kind of
He's weak,
storage
but
or
we might be able to find a vault. Oh, I could. It's a weird thing to say. I could ask him.
does he have any kind of assistant that might be able to help or anything like that? Do you know of any of that kind of?
Looking around, Danny, do I notice that like this place is generally like solitude, or is it?
You can tell that this hall was once meant to house many beings. And you can even tell by inscriptions on the wall and your own history of what you know of Clote and the underworld and the Maw specifically. Like his palace was once a palace. Like it was meant to be enjoyed and lived in, and he was kindly in the underworld. Like he's scary looking, but he's not a scary dude. And so there are various statues
Right.
and minor thrones for people who would be his servants, but they're long since empty. He probably wasn't able to maintain their life force as he was being drained. So as you look over to some of those chairs, you see bones that have since turned to dust, and crinkly bits of robe, just kind of like dust on the ground. They died, and there's nothing he could do to stop them. So once upon a time, yes, this place would have been bustling, and there would have been people to greet you and probably feed you or in some way replenish your energy. But now it's just dim. The only light being provided here, with all the braziers being out, is just that same vein of stone that runs through the entire palace. I guess chambers, right? Less of a palace.
I feel that everything is mostly dead here. He won't be back to his full strength to take on that kind of a thing, or at least even have a court for a while. But
Were there any thoughts to that? Like, do you, because he's drained, he doesn't have the same power over life or death? Like, I saw you looking over there's bones in that throne right over there. Like, that seems weird to have bones in a place of, when I say death, it's not weird, but you know what I mean? Like, there should be, maybe spirits or, comings and goings throughout here. Is that because of Elish?
it's possible. They could have been more champions like me, and they passed on and found their own way.
They should be here then, right? They should be. They when you pass on, you come here. If they're here and they pass on,
But maybe Elish has a power to do away with them all permanently. Or
Okay,
perhaps he came and...
Make a history check, Andre.
Okay. That's a 19.
19. So you're racking your brain thinking about this. This, like, the courts of the dead is something, it's one of the many things hard to separate from fairy story versus actual religion and all that sort of thing. And it's just like, you'd heard of it, you hadn't really thought of it, but then you distinctly remembered a young, like a folk book that you found when you were younger. And it specifically talked about his court. And basically, those champions of his who died, they would then be bestowed with some of his own life force to keep them going in the underworld. So they're already over, but it takes a lot of energy for him to continue to allow them. So they're like basically mini Elishes, but with permission. And so because Elish capped him dry, the rest of his court immediately just like, well, not immediately, but over time just decimated. They just fell apart. He was not able to maintain them.
I remember about his court. I know why these bones are here. It actually is a testament to how much power Elish Basir has drained from him. They used to be champions like me, or other forms, but they had died in their mortal life, and he gave them a second. But he wasn't able to maintain it.
Andre, do you think Elish is a Cloat champion gone rogue?
I never thought about it. But
I imagine it would be hard to just steal power from a god without his permission.
Or without any knowledge of knowing what kind of power he already has? Without,
I mean,
oof.
you get a taste of it by being his champion, and then who knows what you're able to discover.
Yep. He's going to be a fight and a half.
I have no doubt.
Did someone say rogue? I'm a rogue.
Well, Nitsage was
I'm a
talking
bit of a
about...
rogue.
Well,
What?
not in the sense of...
Not that kind of rogue.
Yes.
Do you mean like rouge? Because some people... Perry, you need to either stay here or you're gonna just sit over here. You know what? Can you do that? No.
I'm going to...
Yes.
Nitsage is going to detect thoughts on Starheart to see if she hasn't been, like, feeble-minded.
What are you trying to say?
That's a spell.
Oh, okay. Episode 100.
How far
still
back does that
loading.
look, though?
I'm just getting surface thoughts right now.
Back into the
Okay.
call log does that go?
What?
Yeah.
What do I need to do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh.
It's a joke. Sort of. I definitely cast detect thoughts to see if she had
Okay.
to see if she had any kind of mind
Enchantment.
messing with, I guess. Yeah, and kind of enchantment on her.
Yeah, no.
I think you just kind of hear... You hear like a low hum that's like, Star Heart, you're number one. Star Heart, you're so much fun. Star Heart and Perry, they're gonna save the day and be merry. Yeah.
I think I
Somehow
do
Cloak
have a
dies more. I that was
I think I do have a feeble mind spell in here somewhere. Starheart, we need you to focus
Huh?
a little bit. Do you have any?
Focus.
Do you
I
have any
heard rogue.
ideas?
Of what? You said bro. I think
Nope,
I missed
never
part of
mind,
the conversation.
never mind.
Okay.
I know.
Andre, like how the cultists were feeding off of Cloat, when we vanquished them, do you think that the power reversed and went back to him? I'm just worried that now that we've cut the strings, if we are able to defeat Elish, what if this is permanent?
I...
Can't get any worse.
Well, you
Maybe
die.
it could.
I
What happens then?
don't know. I mean, the God of Death has never died before.
I don't know if
Andre,
as
you
far
you
as I
sound
can
like you're a
remember.
little far away,
I am
even though you're
sorry.
right here. It's okay. I just thought I'd let
I mean-
you know. Yeah.
The other, it's like when one of us goes down, right? We have a moonstone, boop boop. You gotta imagine that if a god goes down, the siblings will know and come to aid. If
Oh, he also has a boo boop, is what you're saying.
I mean,
He's also been entangled in these chains for so long, and his siblings haven't done anything in the meantime.
Yeah.
It's very true. What is that? I feel like that's getting into a whole nother realm of
Family
WTF.
politics. Yes.
Right, exactly.
I hope they weren't cheering for his demise.
Here's the thing. Right now, I see that everything, there is order and chaos. Death is very order-based.
Right.
Death and life. And I don't see why even Saul himself would let this go. Because then that would be, I don't know. I don't know what happens when a god of death.
Because it's the order of things? Like everything's.
I don't know what happens, when a god of death, departs. What happens? Is death even a thing? Does death happen?
If there's no god of death?
I don't know.
Or is it that those who are waiting to get in are now stuck in eternal limbo?
Stuck. Well, then that could, and I'm just speaking out of my butt here, that it could arise a whole new thing of. I know all you heard was "but" in that sentence, Starheart, and that's fine. Would that cause the undead? Would that cause spirits going into other things? Restlessness? That very much could be chaos.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know that. But then, I just can't imagine seeing his siblings or his nieces and nephews. The whole realm of the
Pantheon.
I don't know what you call it, patriarchy, pantheon. Thank you. Would just go into conniptions.
It could be out of fear, which is odd to say for another god to be fearful of Elish Basir, but to seeing what he's done to Claude, that the other gods are fearful that they might suffer the same and have kept the distance.
Yeah, that's very true. That's a very good point.
Danny,
Oh, if they...
would I know whether, like, the other gods just kind of didn't check up on him? Like, he's just kind of the outcast of the Pantheon?
Ooh, religion checks, friends. Or anyone who really, really wants to know.
Not my forte.
11.
Sure, I'll roll. I get
11.
I got religion. Hold on. I got religion. Hold on. That's a 28.
Holy
Nice
shit.
message.
Literally. That is, yeah, so, Andre, you're like just kind of, but Nitsage, it just suddenly, like, it strikes you. You remember, like, when you were at the college of Auril, you remember being taught that after Sahlen made the world, and then the gods made everything else, once the world was kind of settled and all the beings were made, there wasn't a lot left for the gods to do other than inspire from a distance. So the majority of them have left this realm. They're no longer in direct contact with Saul, with the exception of Hortiel. Hortiel's stuck around because his passion is growing things and seeds and life, and that just doesn't exist where the gods reside. But you also know that in general, amongst the living and the gods, Clote is heavily misunderstood. You've only met a couple followers of his that weren't, horrific cultists or other things, right? So, like, through Andre, you've learned that, like, okay, Clote isn't evil. He just did a couple of really large-scale, real bad shit. And has been unable to live it down for millennia. He ripped a hole in the center of the world. He accidentally created tieflings after drowning a whole bunch, like an entire island of Kwai. Like, everything he does are these big, broad, ham-handed strokes that end in destruction. So when he finally was like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to stay down here forever and ever to protect the living things that I love. that wasn't the messaging that the living got. You know, the messaging was like, we can't piss off Clote because he'll literally just rip the world apart. But that's never been his. That's not his MO. Like, that's not what he's about. And like you read a long time ago, it's like it's the love. It was the love. It was love. It was his love for Luidwin that led to all of that accidental destruction. So the gods themselves don't understand. Luidwin might know, but she hasn't told her siblings, and even then, like, she and her siblings probably aren't even in the same time and space at this point in time either. So it's one of those things. It's like, this is just how the world's settled. That the general knowledge is they think he's this big evil scary thing because he looks like a big evil scary thing. But
yes. Yeah. Now that I've said that, I'm remembering that the gods have kind of just let it. You know, they've made the mechanism, and then they've left. You know, except for Hortiel being here, because, you know, we all know Hortiel's wonderful personality and people skills. But, you know, honestly, you know, Clote, and you know this, there's never a resting period for him. The others can kind of just, I think, are just kind of sat back and
woo! Enjoy the blessings and rerolls. Thank you, Arsenroy2K. And
Thanks, Arsenal.
What?
And
No, already?
it's a monster drop.
Yeah, of course.
All right, keep talking. I'm
Monster drop.
oh, good.
Monster drop.
Starheart's over wherever Bubo is while everyone's chatting.
Sure. Doing
Bubo's
anything?
right next to me.
Oh, I figured he hasn't been talking, so I just go over to where Bubo is.
No, I'm just listening because I have nothing to say in the matter. I don't even know half the things they're talking about.
Me either.
Yep, so just smile and nod. It's a safe practice. Go on, you were saying?
Oh, no, you know, I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my head around and everything, and all these thoughts and concerns are just swirling around in the presence of this ginormous being.
Well, it seems like the gods just kind of are more hands off these days and pick their champions and let the champions do the work for them, I suppose.
There's something on that, and I can't put a point to it, but
Andre, why don't you ask Clote if Elish was one of his champions, or if this power was just stolen from him?
I will.
Yeah, you can ask him questions, right?
Well, yes, he's.
wonder if he can.
Hopefully, he's in a talkative mood.
How? Ask how.
How he took
Oh,
the
I'll
power.
send him a
How-
message.
Starheart, he's right there.
Oh, what do you want me to ask?
I think it's better that
Nope.
Andre take care of this with Starheart.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
let's let Andre take this one.
All right, Andre, what you gonna do?
I begin to walk back up the stairs to him.
Climb. Ugh, you just got down, and they're huge. So it takes you a couple minutes, but you get back up
You're
to
getting
his
your step-
face.
You know what? I'll have Hailstorm pick him up and help him up this time.
Whee. You get
Oh my god! Wee!
so you get placed
Oh my god! Wee!
gently down in front of Clote. So before, where he was that sort of just completely bent over pose, he has fallen to his side. So he's prone. His face is still down, but now you're able to like get up near him.
Yeah.
His eyes are closed. Even his chest eye is closed. You can hear, like, he's breathing, but because of his massive size, like it sounds like wind down a large tunnel elsewhere. But it takes you a second to like, oh, he's inhaling, very, very slowly. Just, yeah. What do you say? What do you do?
I get down. I get close enough so it's not like super intimidating to me.
So you're back on the floor. No, his.
But no, like I don't know. I guess I'm not really intimidated by him. It's just I get close enough to be respectful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're maybe 15 feet in front of his, like the bridge of his nose,
Yeah.
as his head is laying down sideways, and you're about as tall as the width of his nose.
Wow.
And yeah, so you can feel now the inhaling has finally stopped and the exhale begins, and it starts to kind of whip at your tunic and robes and stuff, and it's just it's intimidating. Even though he's on your side, like that's
Right.
fucking a lot. But you you're in position.
I kneel.
Mm-hmm.
And I just loud enough to get the sound to him, but not to like necessarily shout or anything like that. But just
Ding 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 ding.
wake up. No. May I speak with you?
He doesn't respond.
I have questions about Elish Basir.
As the exhale continues to roll, the same one as before you started speaking, it begins to fall chillier on your skin. It just gets cold, and the rest of you notice the room dims just a little bit. All of the veins within the walls just, and they flicker back.
Was he a champion of yours?
There's no direct response from him, but once again, the entire chamber, all of the light within this chamber, all of the veins of minerals and stuff, they are extinguished via some magic, so it just goes dim. And where there is that large arc of thrones, you see one of them, those minerals begin to light up.
Is there any...
Thank you for the sub.
Thanks for the song.
Thank you.
Is there one?
As I'm looking at it, is it noticeably like a throne for like a human-sized dude?
Yeah, it's about that height. It would be the height for either a human or a kwai. Do you make your way down to it to examine? Or you stay up and float?
I stay up there for now, but I maybe am I shouting distance away from Nitsage?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, there are no other sounds happening in this place, so even speaking quietly can be heard from across the room.
Nitsage.
What? What?
That throne over there, the one that's illuminated. I believe that one was Elish's.
I would like to go over and take a look at it.
Yes, we're going right now.
All right.
Come on, Bobo.
As you get closer,
All right.
you're
And
able to,
Starheart.
it looks like, just it's yet another stone. You could tell that at some point it was polished, it was cared for. You can see like layers of wax that were probably put upon it so that it wouldn't weather over time, but those times have long since gone. The arm of the right arm of the chair has since been smashed off. The back is cracked and slid a little bit, and the whole thing is just kind of like lots of little jagged pieces from various movements. There's no markings or anything like that. To y'all it just sort of looks like a stone chair.
Insight check.
On
To
me?
DM. Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
being in a classroom most of Nitsage's life, a lot of people wrote things, under the chair, on the chair. I would like to do a very full investigation on this throne.
Okay.
And I would also like to use
Detect magic.
sure, I'll use detect magic.
And then, Can I assist him by lighting up my dagger and kind of like waving it over to see if like the holy light does anything to any?
Sure.
So I'll just let you roll twice.
Okay, let's.
Concentration.
Here we go. Oh my god, no! Oh my god.
There are blessings and rerolls if you need them.
There is.
I'm going to use. You just distract. That's okay. You know what? In character, I'm going to use my 14 portent. So my last portent of the day. Plus 9 is 23.
Okay. So with a 23, you really dig in. Like you go full like archaeologist mode on this chair. You take out like you're brushing around the dust that's fallen off, and the more that you discover, the more you find that this chair wasn't just, lavishly carved and beautifully made. It was also meant to be extraordinarily comfortable. There are the cushions that have since disappeared. One thing you notice, Aura, is that with that holy light that you're kind of waving over, some of the shadows within those cracks sort of like crawl away and dissipate. So there might have been a bit of essence of Elish left behind. And as those shadows creep away, before I finish that, Nitsage, you, unfortunately, it's a chair. But you do know it was it was his chair. However, it seems that he left a little gift. And this is where we're going to bring in our lovely monster.
Oh, no.
So as those shadows begin to crawl away, you see there's a bit of a flicker, like like whitish light that sits in the throne for a second, and you recognize the similar stained robes. Yes. What's up?
I wanted to see if I could sit in the chair.
Not anymore. I mean, you could right now if you wanted to. And you, so there's a flickering silhouette of Elish Basir. No real detail. You can see the red in his eyes, and you can sort of like as it turns its head and looks at all of you, he seems as patient and pensive as he always does. And you hear his voice as if from far, far off. Hello, my friends. It's been a very long time. I see you found my chair. I see you found my chair. At that point, it's on you, bud.
On me?
No.
Nissage.
Diva, are you able to hear me? Keep tapping.
Yeah, what?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Cool. I had many friends down here before I made my decisions. And I'd like you to meet one of them.
No, thank you.
And as he smiles, his vision, the vision of him begins to flicker away. And you hear rumbling, and something that you mistook for stone. I'm gonna say Starheart. Maybe you were inching to sit down towards the throne, and then he like shows up, and you like back up. You put your hand on another large sort of boulder thing, until it starts moving. It begins to roll of its own accord, and as it rolls forward, you notice a large eye socket, and then another large eye socket, and then it just goes. And you just see more of these things that looked like columns begin to arrange themselves as you realize, holy shit, they're giant bones. And as it rises, you can see stretched across the rib cage, there are old robes that, and similar to Andre's, as a matter of fact, like, more embellished versions of the sort of holy robes, but what the champions would have worn. So the badges are a little more, better metal and that sort of thing. But it just jingles off of it as he stands up, and he raises his hand up to the ceiling, and you just hear as lightning.
Oh, giant as lightning!
So everyone, actually, Bubo, did you hang back?
Oh no, I'm there with them.
Okay, so everyone please make a dexterity saving throw.
Everyone but Andre, because Andre's with Clout.
Oh yeah, Andre, you're good.
No.
Of course I didn't. He's
Do I have anything?
Hey, thank you
Do
for
I
following
have
Inferno Insomnia.
anything?
14
know if
for
this is
like
Starheart.
26 for Aura.
Okay.
I thought I had some kind of absorb elements. Nope, that's my other character in another campaign. Oh, no. I'm. Well, yeah. Blessing.
Do it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the sub.
Oh, thank you very much. Hey, thanks, Dino. Dude.
17 for Nitsage.
17 for Nitsage. Andre?
Oh, initiative.
Andre's
Nope.
not there.
Dex
Sorry.
saving.
Dex
Yeah,
save.
I'm not there.
Is Andre?
Oh yeah, sorry, you're not there.
Andre's
You're not there.
next.
You're not
Clout.
there. Sorry.
Mine's
Thank goodness,
a
because he's
23.
23. Gaming hour?
Thanks,
Thank you
gaming
so
hour.
much. Alright, so sorry, I'm albeit. One moment.
Oh, inventory is now equipment.
So Starheart, because you like, I don't know, maybe like the friction as he stood up just draws a lot of this electricity directly to you. There's a bit of static that just guides that bolt and just it hits you full strength. And you
Do
get hit.
I start glowing?
Yeah, but
Okay.
with lightning for a split second. So you take 50 points of lightning damage, and the rest of you take
50?
25. 50, 50. You take 50 points of lightning
What was
damage.
what was the DC?
15, so she just missed it.
Oh, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Danny,
Youth.
was this a spell?
This, no, this was an action. Well, it is a magical lightning bolt. However, it is not listed as a spell
But it's-
specifically.
Is it an
gonna
area effect?
It's within 10 feet of the point that he fires it at.
Yeah, it's an area effect.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to
Yeah.
use evasion and just take 13.
Okey-doke.
Hey, did your temporary hit points that you gave out go away? Is that only for like a certain amount of time?
I think I just ran out of mine.
Start.
I think they're gone. Let me.
Is it just like an hour?
Sorry.
No, I'm
not
checking.
laughing. I'm laughing at Arsenal in the chat. He says, "You know what
It
happens
was
when
up
a star."
to. What?
Go.
Nothing.
Oh, it's 8 hours. So no, if you have it, then you should still have
Oh.
it.
Should
I
still
used
have
up.
it.
I used
Wonderful.
mine
I
up.
do still have it.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've gotten hit.
I'm gonna cast absorb elements.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
so
That's what I
take
thought I
none of
had.
the damage.
You Uncle Iroh it.
Nice.
Boom.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in pain, but
Yeah.
be
No, I'm holding
He
sparkling
will
on.
be
while
able
I'm
to.
hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he's holding on to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. That's new. That's a new toy. Sorry, Starheart, what were you saying?
I said I'm
Not
gonna
really.
just be sitting here in a lot of pain, but be sparkling while I'm hurting.
Fabulous. Well, now.
Does
let's
Jules
roll.
look? Does Jules look empowered by the lightning strike?
Just one's up near
Actually,
Andre.
Jules looks
Awesome.
hungry. He looks peckish.
Wait, Danny,
Mm-hmm.
did the lightning hit Perry?
We should roll for Perry.
I don't even know how many hit points he has. He's just a baby.
Oh, I'll roll for Perry.
For Jules. What's that?
This is for my initiative, but get it up.
That's what, oh, did he ask for initiative?
Yeah.
Really? Pay attention at all.
So Perry's unconscious.
No.
Yeah.
Not my baby.
You didn't? Yeah. Did you roll for Jules, or do you? Need
Oh,
me
I
to?
can roll for. Do you want me to deck save for Jules or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know her stats. If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I'll pull them up.
Hailstone is up near Andre, so he's good.
I think it's gonna be just fine. All right. So here's the cool thing. Jules doesn't dodge. However, Jules just like opens his little electric beak and just and doubles in size and becomes
Whoa.
That's cool.
Super Saiyan.
yeah,
He
with a
just-
loud
he just-
crack, just crack-a-coom.
That giant just Iron Man, or that he Thored to Iron Man
Yeah, right? Cool.
300%.
Right.
Awesome. Oh, initiative.
Yes, initiative split. Oh dear. Giant bones are slow, apparently.
As slow as me, though? I've got a 3.
Nope, not that slow.
Well,
Hopefully
a
slower
9.
than me. 9.
We both got 9s. Ah.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Or you're faster, Yer.
+5 dex.
Yeah. Starheart?
What? I have
Initi-
0 dex.
What's your
Oh, my
final-
initiative? That was
Yes,
14.
14.
I still have 0 dex.
I believe you. Nitsage?
I will never have dex.
What happens if we get 3 9s? What does that mean? That's got to be some kind of bad omen, right?
27.
I have a 9
You have a
as
9.
well,
Cool.
+1 dex.
I think Bubo, you have higher dex? Yeah. Alright, so you're
Mhm.
third in that little row. Awesome.
Maybe we can combine force. I do a teamwork.
Right.
Well, here we go.
Goodness.
Starheart, you're up first.
What?
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, I am going to. I don't have a lot of juice left.
Water's healthier.
Thanks.
To be fair,
Danny.
to be fair.
I think I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I think our health goes back up when we level up. But that's up to Danny, though.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh, what?
He said no.
I'm going to use. I'm going to use channel divinity. Wait, where did you go? I can't see anything today.
Just
Where
saying the
are
ghosts
you?
again.
No, like something is wrong with my eyes. I want to use channel divinity, but I can't find where it does the things that I want it to do.
Spells? You click it?
No.
Features and traits?
Like
Oh, I
you can't
found
find the
it.
spell or you can't find the
Okay,
description?
no, I found it. I found it. I'm
Okay.
broken. I'm going to cast Preserve Life. Andre, are you within 30 feet of me?
He is not.
That's okay. Well, then I changed my.
Okay.
I'll do it anyway because it doesn't take a spell slot. I'm going to heal myself for 30,
Wise
and then
choice.
I'm going to heal Perry for 20.
Nice. Yeah. Perry, you feel Perry kind of like stretch and kind of flap his wings and then immediately like tuck into your shirt and just hides. Just nope. and he's like super chilly because he's a little baby iceberg. Hooray. Is that your
Just
turn?
stay with. And then you don't get tangled in Mama Perry. And then I'm gonna cast I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon.
Boom. Slosh slosh. Cool.
Sloshy sloshy splashy splashy.
Cool. It's the giant's turn. First things first, let's see if that fun toy recharges. It does not. You
No.
lucky ducks.
Mm,
It is toothless.
Let's see. So no one's. Well, you attacked the.
What's
Who
that?
is-
Diva, you just gotta get the girl version who's white.
Oh, I do. Well, I got this for my husband for Christmas some years ago,
Ah.
and I'm borrowing.
Sorry, what's
it
up,
now.
Danny?
I'm making a choice in my brain out loud for no reason. Let's see how this. First, Nitsage does a 27 hit.
What do you think? What do you think, Daniel?
Just gotta ask. Just gotta ask. All right, hold
Does
up.
it hit?
Does it hurt?
Hold on. Let me get the. Oh dear. Hold on. Let me get the. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. You just see the phalange bones just grip a large crumbled piece of column and just smash it down at you, Nitsage. And let me get damage.
Oh.
Holy shit.
What? No, I think I would have taken my cloak off, so he wouldn't have had disadvantage yet.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I would have stood.
He hits you. Okay.
Shh, never mind. Too late.
He hits you
Don't-
full force with a stone column, and you take 30 points of bludgeoning damage as it crashes. Basically, like he knocks past you and smashes Elish Basir's old throne underneath it. And let's see, he picks up another rock. And he's gonna throw this next one at because it was Nitchett and Starheart were the closest to the throne, yes?
Yeah.
I was right there with them.
All right. Or it be
We're all.
28.
Yep, that'll hit.
Hooray. Ooh.
Hooray.
41 points
Oh,
of
no.
damage as it picks up that same column and then just crushes it. It shatters in his hands, but it hits you on the way down. That is his turn. And it is now your turn, Aura.
Pity. Okay. I'm gonna turn to Jules and kind of look at her and saw that she doubled in size, and I'm gonna say, shield them and eat, and the rest of you spread out. And I'm gonna flick up my hood and make a run for it. I did draw my sword as he was coming together, so I'm gonna try and climb on his leg and start slashing.
All right.
Oh dear. Okay. I'm gonna cast haste on myself. So that's my first action. So second action. Sorry. Okay, so 3 attacks, 2 with the fates. It's just him and me, right? No one's like within 5 feet of him.
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's just chucking stuff and smashing stuff.
Oh my gosh, I think I need to reroll this. I'll check. Does a 17 hit him?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I won't reroll it then. And then Thirsting Blade attack on sharp stuff. Well, that's better. That's a math. 26 to hit. And then lastly, with the Heartache Dagger. Oh, nice. That's a 28 to hit. So all but one. Take this out. And sneak attack.
How big is he, and how big is the? How tall is he, and how tall is the ceiling?
He is huge. The ceiling is much higher than he is. It's a very tall chamber. This is like this great expansive area. If I were to wager a height, probably like a football field vertically. So he's got headroom. Yar.
How much headroom, Daniel? I need you to be very specific on this.
Don't make me math, man. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me find it.
Football field, 100 yards,
I don't know what that means.
or
I don't go
300 feet.
outside. I don't need distances more than 10 feet. Let's see. See if I can see it vertically in a picture. Maybe somebody's done it. Of course. So, anyway, I don't know, man. Let's say... Distances.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah. The voice says Danny Sumter,
Okay.
True Nemesis edition. Yeah. Math, distances, geography, all that shit. Not my fan. Not my fan.
Okay, that's okay. We'll figure it out when I get there.
It's big. What are you trying to do?
Okay. On my turn, I'll tell you.
Okay. Or what you got?
All right. 57 points of damage.
Ding.
Do you want how much of that? Do you want how much of that is Soullight damage?
I do.
Let's see. $15 of that is Soullight damage.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, you get a
And
nice
that,
big,
that is my turn.
nice big chip out of the tibia.
Excellent. And then I'm gonna say Jules is gonna get in front of Nitsage and almost kind of like try to like taunt him with her wings, like kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, and Jules is able to make quite a stir because he can cause crackles and just like thunder noises, all this stuff, and bright lights flashing, just all kinds of attention. I would also say now that Jules is all juiced up, he's about the size that he was before he was reincarnated. He's almost full size Arclight Phoenix at this point. Like he's big.
Okay.
And he can do things. Would you like him to make an attack? I have his sheet up here. Or do you want him to just take it? All right.
I mean, if he knows himself best, if lightning is going to feed him more, I would say he would just hold his action instead absorb
Yeah,
any
like
attack.
waiting for more of it. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he'd probably hold it then. Especially if that thing's spitting lightning, he won't want to spit lightning back at it. That makes sense.
Right.
Cool. All right, Ubo.
What are... Hold on a sec. Interesting. Let's try some stuff. I'm gonna summon my Fae. Because I can now.
Mm-hmm.
Fifth
Sounds
level.
fun.
Let's see what happens with this thing. Summoning in the mood of mirthful. It's going to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space it can see. So it's going to go right up to the face of this. What is it? A giant? You said it was a creature.
Yeah, it's a skeleton of a giant.
Yes, that. And it will force the creature to make a wisdom saving throw. So go for that. Yeah, you're beating a 15.
That's a 4.
Nice. So this skeletal being is charmed by me and the Fae for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage.
Oh no.
Okay. Cool.
Are you going to share that with the class?
Yeah, share with the class, please.
Yes. Well, it's only charmed by me, so it really doesn't affect anybody else, to be honest. But if it was
But
going
if
to
we
attack,
don't- But we don't know it's charmed, so we're going to keep attacking it.
right? But even if
Yay.
you don't, like, it can still attack you and hurt you. So the only person it can't hurt at the moment is me, which is still kind of.
Oh.
So Bubo's not too concerned about it. He was gonna attack him just now, but I was like, well, he's charmed, so maybe not.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Is good.
Yeah, we'll hold there, and then with my bonus action, I'll just tell everybody that I've charmed the beast.
And as it shifts its huge head, like some of the lighting from the veins, like just strike the teeth in a different way, where he just suddenly looks a little friendlier. This big old happy skull. And Nitsage, you're up.
I started to cast a spell, and then I heard Bubo say it, and then I'm gonna wait, and I'm going to hold the spell Arcane Gate until I see if he becomes aggressive again.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Good job, Bubo.
Andre.
I did something. Still trying to figure this out.
And then Hailstorm will be on the ready, right in front of Andre, in case Andre wants to do anything with him.
Cool. I will cast Spiritual Weapon above the creature. Not to use it, just to have it out. I will get on the back of Hailstorm and kind of give him a nudge to start flying and head off closer to the battle, but I'll circle around holding a guiding bolt in case he does anything weird.
Okay.
So yeah.
So lots of rocks hovering above this thing's head.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Starheart, it's your turn. You're muted.
You're muted.
It's incapacitated, right? It's charmed right now.
It is charmed, yes.
Where is it? Where is it in relation to me and the chair?
About maybe 10 feet in front of you.
There is no more chair.
Yeah, the chair is
Oh yeah,
rubble.
it's rubble.
Yeah.
I will hold a guiding bolt.
Cool.
Yup.
All right. And
That's what I
spiritual
do.
weapon is still floating as well. It's the
Yeah,
giant's
and I-
turn. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yep, go ahead.
I did have a question for clarification that I just wanted to make in case I use it, because he's close.
Clarification.
My this one's a little roguey. My hush dagger says that it won't miss if it crits on the next hit, not on this hit. Okay, I'll ask when it happens. I'm confused. Ignore me.
Okay.
This is my state of being.
Cool. So you are holding actions.
Yes, holding actions.
All right, so the giant is charmed by you, Booba, but you didn't really tell him to do or not do anything, so he only actually kind of likes you right now, is my understanding. So he's gonna keep doing shit. Firstly, no recharge. Lucky ducks.
Uh-oh.
Looks down at his bony hands, and there seem to be, some thoughts passing through that big empty skull, and it gets kind of sad. And it looks like he gets a little mad. And he reaches behind him and plunges his fist into a pile of rubble behind him, another collapsed area that was maybe like a kitchen or something, and he just string pulls out a
Rubo, what are you doing?
big ass sword.
Oh no. Oh no.
Does he still? Can we insight to see if he still looks aggressive toward us?
Sure.
You should release those sound actions.
That's a 15 for insight.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of steps in front of Bubo as if to be like, "You're gonna be all right, little buddy," and then just winds up.
Release action.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Yeah,
like
same.
to cast. I like to cast Arcane Gate right under his feet, and then above at the top of the ceiling, as high as the Arcane Gate could go.
Oh, I see.
Dang.
Yeah, it's high. So I'll give me a second. I'll get the dice ready for
Up
that.
to 500
Oh, you
feet,
brought-
the Arcane Gate can go.
You brought your portal gun. to
And I'm
the-
casting it. Exactly. Well, if I have him just go, I was like, we'll have to do something in 10 minutes, and that's just, I would like to hit it. I would like to put it like, if we're all like, here, I'd like to put the the ceiling one above so it can cast him
Away from you
down
guys.
away from
Yeah.
everyone. Yes.
There's enough open area. Again, the place is pretty expansive, and it is pretty high. But I'm gonna call it at 300 feet, which is
Okay.
you're gonna be all right, buddy. So you just see this giant.
There's
Danny.
other
Other things before he goes through. Yes, please.
Can I make a dex save to try and jump off, or am I falling with him?
Oh, you're
Oh
on.
yeah,
I'm
you're on
on
his leg. Yeah, make a dex save.
Oh, I didn't
please.
see it.
That's great. Thank you for the
I
reminder.
didn't see it.
And also, Andre and Starheart, roll your damage, or everyone who's holding actions, roll your damage.
Well,
Okay.
so let's see if I actually hit, because I have to roll the attack. Oh, 15 to hit.
Same.
That does hit. Yes.
Okay. 26
23
points
to-
of... Sorry, 26 points of radiant damage.
All right. Oh shit.
To be fair, even if you don't, I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I got Featherfall always ready.
19.
20.
Is that 26 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. Oh. Um, 17, whatever the damage, radiant damage.
Okay. Perfect. Awesome. All right. So all those things strike it at once as he's got his big old sword wound up behind him, and then Aura. Oh, sorry, you succeeded. Yes. What'd you get?
19.
Yeah, you're fine. You just boom, fucking backflip off of there and just. And you just
She sees light open up.
like whoop, whoop, yipe, whoosh, and just this massive shape, just like. It startles everybody, even the people who are hanging back out of the throne, like, as this thing falls to the floor, falls out of 300 feet above, and then takes, I already rolled it, 102 damage as it just, boom, and just bone after bone collapses on itself and just zigzags and topples until eventually the head, massive head, just falls back down dead, and the massive sword lands on its point and just twang to twang, 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 but much, louder and impressive. That was a
Well-
lot.
I'm gonna go find a drink. And she goes away for a moment.
Can you
Oh,
heal
no,
me
I'm
first,
tangled.
please?
Oh no.
That's
Yes,
okay.
yes,
I'll do it
Yes,
myself.
I can.
Oh, just too busy finding a
I don't
drink.
know what you said. My ears are gone. And Starheart, be right back.
Mute.
Well, he was
Nope.
charmed.
No.
She gone.
It was still coming at us though, Boobo.
Yeah, I don't know how this stuff works. I just figured this out overnight.
Oh,
I think it liked you.
Oh, but it didn't
Generally,
like
when
you.
you
it
charm,
doesn't-
right?
didn't
Generally, when
charm
you
all-
charm
just
something,
me.
you want to convince the thing that we are your friends.
oh
We're
yeah.
not gonna hurt you.
That's
Right.
okay.
He should not.
You've never done
Oh,
that before,
fake.
though, have you?
What? Nope, first time.
You never.
I mean,
That-
normally I'm just charming to begin with, and I don't have to
Right.
spell
Right.
for that. But now I've got a spell
That's
for that.
true.
So
You don't have
I
to
can-
spell it
for the
out.
Fae,
That-
I meant the
That
Fae.
worked. The arcane gate worked.
That works wonderfully.
I didn't even. I don't know why I haven't used that in the past. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No
That was
idea.
a little,
Message, how are
little
you looking
scary.
right now?
I'm ouch.
All right,
I'm ouch.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 5th level.
Oh, bless you.
You have 20 health points back.
Yay!
I'll take it.
I mean, I think we should keep the book with us, but I don't know if there's much else things we can do down here.
I know, and then we need to get out before more things just start popping up.
No.
I agree. Can
there's
we
no-
rest too at some
Sending more
point? That would be
things.
great. Probably rest.
You want to get out of here before? Do you want to get out of here before we rest?
Yes.
I think we
Place
should go
is
back
a
to the ship. We can-
sanctuary. It should be relatively safe.
Except for the
I mean,
fact that we
we-
almost died by giant. Bones.
Elish just popped up from his throne. Oh, Elish was in the throne.
Oh,
He had laid a trap in his throne that got.
It was like essence of him that was left here.
He's the one that.
Triggered it.
Yes. So there's no telling on what else he has around here. I think we should get back on the ship.
we might be safer there.
They-
Like,
I
only
mean,
a
we
little
weren't. I
bit.
mean, it's the ship, right? It's the ship. We're never safe on the ship, but at least it's not. We're not here anymore.
It's not here. It's not the maw.
Correct. Yes.
What?
I
Can you Did Celsa have his ship? Because there's no way we're fitting everyone in this army on our ship.
Yeah, they were both docked there.
Oh, okay. We'll just start to have them come out.
Andre, is there any other business you need down here?
unless we have more questions, I think just I
Did we
could
get
say
all
my
we needed to know about Elish?
well.
Still don't know where he's at.
He might know. Well, but I'm only really able to get yes or no questions from him.
It's better than no questions at all.
True. Is it all right if Hailstorm gives me another ride back up there?
You're still riding him, right?
I guess so. Yeah. So yeah,
Then the answer is yes.
I kick back up to Clote. I apologize. We were interrupted by our old enemy.
Feeling of acknowledgement in the air.
Gotcha. Do you have a way to tell us where he might be, if we can locate him?
The lights flicker and go dark. And then they return to normal.
Ah.
You take that as a negative.
Right. Will killing him restore you?
Very still and quiet for a moment, but then all of that mineral light just begins to brim and fill the chamber, and you are able to see how high it goes. Exactly 300 feet, apparently, all the way up. And it's just like these beautiful embossments and sculptures and all these this metal work that was worked in there from dwarves and gnomes and everything that has ever existed had a hand in building this hall. And just this brimming light is the first time you're able to see it under all of the dust and destruction. And just as quickly as you all are able to take that in, it just dims and flickers back to what it was.
No. I will return. And once my business is complete, I hope I may be able to serve you even greater than I have before.
During this entire exchange, he was on an inhale. And he begins an exhale, but it's a little bit more forceful. You feel it flowing physically, but you also feel this sense of warmth, and it begins to fill the entire chamber. And everyone may regain 6 hit points. Not a lot, you know, just
Oh,
a bit of a
something.
blessing
Nice of
for the
him.
road from Clote.
That's nice of him. A sweetheart.
You've served me very well, Andre. I don't know why you're worried about that.
What?
What?
Just now, I went and I was looking for a drink and I didn't find one. And then you said that you hope to serve you better in the future. And then I felt a little better. But you've been doing a very good job being my assistant.
He's up near Clote's face right now.
Oh.
Nowhere near
This
you.
is what happens when I go make sure our cat is healthy. Womp. Well, I mean, that wouldn't be out of character for her to say anyway.
Do you or Andre have a way to get us out of here without using the porthole?
Why would we use the porthole?
Because we'd have to leave it behind.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, we can. It's just I don't want to. It's like one of my favorite things.
Can't Hush teleport? Can Hush do things?
You know, we could send most of the people through if he can't teleport us all. We could certainly ask.
I
Wait
can
a minute.
teleport.
What?
I can
Jeb.
teleport.
You can teleport like 60 feet, which is about the same that Hush can teleport. They're short range.
But I can
Wait a
teleport.
minute. Jeb.
Yeah,
Okay,
what's
Jeb.
up? What's going on?
uh,
I don't like the way you're looking at me, Nitsich. But go on.
Well, we're just thinking, we have to leave one man behind with the porthole.
Why not Hush? That dude's tough, right? I mean, what about fucking...
Yeah, but you can. I feel like you can kind of blend in here without causing any kind of ruckus since you're already dead.
What about your professors? They can't teleport us?
Yeah, listen, Real's super fucking weird, so how about we just leave her down here? Because she just doesn't blink. She just won't. Anyway, fine. Yeah, Jeb, collect my shit. Jeb, I'm gonna leave you behind. Jeb, you show up again eventually. It's fine, whatever.
Listen, we can
No.
ask somebody else. I was just. We're not gonna ask anybody else.
Well, I get
That
back
doesn't
and I say, sorry. I get back to the group. Are we ready to go?
What's
I
Starheart?
guess everyone is but me.
No.
Why are you
Nick-
not coming?
Oh, because
Nick-
Nitsich has some pack mule shit for me to do. That's why.
Oh, well.
Andre, Nitsich, and Jeb are having a feud.
No,
Alright, well,
no
I mean,
feud. I was
we could
just.
all have
I
that
was
feud back
trying
on
to
the
come up
boat.
You just called
'Cause
him
I'm already
Fred.
dead.
He
I don't
doesn't
have
need
feelings.
to be reminded that he's a skeleton.
Thank you, Starheart. Wait.
You're welcome.
Wait a minute, Jeb. You love being a skeleton.
I know it's pretty awesome. I'm just giving you a hard time. Yeah. I get you your thing. I'll climb up the side of the mall by myself with your fucking porthole on my back, and I guess I'll see you when I see you, right?
Well, there's no need for that.
No, listen. There's no need for that. Yes, Andre.
I myself
Aura.
have 2 ways to get out of here.
Two.
Well, great. Didn't know that you were
That's what I was saying.
Well, you just look you look a little worse for wear. That's all, Andre. I'm glad you can still do that. Do you want us to send the majority of the group back through the portal and then we follow with your means of transportation?
That might be helpful.
Okay.
Did we discuss this? Can your transportation go through realms?
Well, it's plane shift.
That's
But what if you
Oh.
want a flavorful shift?
Not that kind of plane.
plane shift. Yes, of course, of course,
Can you control where we
of course.
I can.
go? Oh,
You can.
let's do that.
Yeah, let's do
Let's do
that.
that. All right. Well, let's.
You and up to 8
gather
willing
everyone
creatures
quickly.
who link hands in a circle are transported to a different plane of existence. You can specify the target's destination in general terms such as the city of Brass or the elemental plane of fire.
Is that
You appear
Does that mean we
near the
go-
destination.
Near it. Perfect.
Well, I've got us covered.
what city are the ships docked at?
Verimbo.
Rimbo.
Verimbo of the West Pole.
Verimbo, Halfling Town.
Yep.
All
Yep,
right.
the Halfling Town.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send everyone but us back through the portal, and then we're gonna use plane shift. And before we do that, I cast water breathing on the group that's staying, just in case, because you said it's not 100% accurate, right? We could end up in the ocean.
Well,
Since
it's
we're going back to
within a.
Verimbo.
It still puts you in a safe space. It doesn't just put you into the middle of danger. Well,
But the middle of the ocean isn't necessarily danger, it's just not.
it's also
solid
not
ground.
close.
Let's just
1, 2,
It's a-
3, 4.
let's just
Port
dot
town.
all of
It's
our.
close to the destination. I see what you, but yeah. Okay, if it's going to land
Let's
you
just go ahead
somewhere,
and cross all of our T's and dot
Done.
all of our lowercase J's.
Alright, so we're gonna have to send back one of the birds through the porthole, or Perry, because there's 9 of us.
Jeb's just
I
like,
could send
don't you
Jules
guys feel
through."
like a lot of pain when you get separated from your but you should probably keep the birds.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll send Jules through, and then there'll be 8 of us.
Yeah.
Right?
Including
right.
Perry,
Okay,
right?
alright.
He's
Alright.
been through an
1, 2,
ordeal.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that's 8 of us. Yes. That's 8. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna rally the troops and get them all through the porthole.
Do you gesture for them to come in?
Yeah.
All right. So they do, somewhat hesitantly. So everybody kind of comes in. Hush is really, really taking it in. Jeb, he basically strolled right in when you said his name. He doesn't really give a shit. And then the masters are just like, they just open up some notebooks and they're just like sketching and drawing and writing shit down as they're coming in. Real kind of blinks though, because she's seen it, just not in person. And then you see, Naya, the Wing Feathers Trust, Ebelforth, everybody else just, they circle up, they form a line. They were able to hear the plan. You said it loud enough. Again, sound carries.
Can I kind of intercept Professor Riel and
Sure.
say, so how did we do?
She just she reaches up very high to try and put a hand on your shoulder. She makes it about, like, your third rib. Rotary Cleric, thank you for the follow. So she it's meant to be that sort of
Been
friendly
down.
gesture, with her big old wide unblinking eyes. She's kind of,
Right.
You did all right.
she gives you a squeeze as if it were your shoulder, but again, it's your ribs. And then she backs off. Just,
That tickled.
Alright, Jules, you're last.
You died 8 times down here.
Okay.
Talking to Nitsage or to me?
she's talking to Nitsage.
Oh.
Oh, right. Yep, I asked. It was my fault.
You asked.
Mm-hmm.
So you activate.
Yeah.
All right.
It's north and south.
They're big bolts. They're big bolts.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
No, I take it all
Still
back.
north and south.
I hate everything.
It's still north and south.
This is not better. Anywho, just a wall swing. The glass gives way, becomes a threshold, and people begin stepping in. And you can sort of see the glimmer of the upside of your office on the other side. So it's like you're looking down, but it's looking up, and you can see the captain's quarters as people begin to file in. See Russ Flames, big old cow grin on the other side, and he's just, how's it going, Captain?
We'll be behind just in a moment.
Right.
I think we're all done here for now.
And he starts you just see the big, he's impatient, but he's excited. So you just see his big Minotaur arm come through the portal and start just pulling people up. So up for him, but down for them. So these people who are walking out the portal yeah! As he yoinks them down and pulls them up, and he throws him like around, and people are there to like catch. The rest of the crew is there. It's sort of like this assembly line of him just like yanking people through the floor. But yeah, everyone gets through just fine. Jeb's the last one. He's like, so you're not gonna leave me?
Nope.
But thank you for being at least flexible.
Yeah.
You told him to stay in the bar.
I said his name, and then I was just shooting off ideas.
Because he was already dead.
Mm-hmm.
Technically.
So
Alright,
everyone
so
else has
everyone's
gone
through
through.
and-
Before you all go through, though, you do see a bit of it's a glimmer, it's a bit of a flicker, but you see a line of people ahead of you, and you recognize Pharaoh, the Quilem, some of the Whispers, Green Jib, and Shale, all just sort of standing in a line, just watching you go. They are indeed transparent for the moment, but they, Pharaoh salutes, the rest of the Lem do as well. Shale just kind of waves. Green Jib also kind of waves.
Close up the portal and put it in the bag of holding, and then we just have to all hold hands, right?
Yes, everyone's a circle.
Yes.
And I'll look over to the Kwai and to Pharaoh and kind of give him a salute. Thank you.
They find themselves
Rest
unable
well.
to speak, but yeah, they give you a bit of a bow and they turn, and as they turn, they disappear. They turn to step in the other direction.
Let's go home.
Here we go. And I grab everyone's hands, and a bright white light envelops us all.
You find yourself in a warm house of all places, and you hear the clattering of wood. There's an ink pot gets spilled off of a desk and shatters to the ground. Feather flies, the quill's like out of this dude's hand, and you see there's a halfling man. Sorry, a halfling, rather. He just like, you see his massive feet just kind of like up on the other side of the desk as you all land in this study. Hello, what? And he like goes to the bookshelf and gets the heaviest book he can find and like holds it up over his head. What do you want?
Sorry.
No, sorry.
Peace.
We didn't know we were going to show up here.
Accidental plane shift. It's my mistake.
I mean you no harm.
Why didn't you say so? I am a fan of transportation myself. Alistair Seed, welcome to my mansion.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Can you repeat
mansion.
your name, please?
Do I recognize that name, Danny?
You sure do. So Alistair Seed,
What?
you remember,
Alistair.
when you were investigating Hardpit Clivel and trying to figure out all the goings on with the contracts with Truss and all of that, Hardpit Clivel was trying to get funded for a sort of a means of transportation. He had invented a thing called what he called a bar beast, and he was trying to find funding from the local government, which he's not. Clivel was crooked, but this dude's not. So he was just being like, hey, can you give me some money? And he's like, yeah, if you do some shady shit for me. He's like, no, thanks. So he's just back to studying, and you're just sort of in his office. You see all kinds of sketches up on his walls, like various charcoal drawings.
Sorry,
of
what was his name
mechanisms.
again? Artemis Clivel?
Alistair Seed.
Alistair.
Yeah.
Where did I get that? Alistair
Clivel
Seed.
was the governor, or the mayor, or what was he? He was the thrice elected
Okay,
governor of
so this is-
Rimbo. He was the guy who imprisoned you for a bit.
Okay, this is the notes I have on Alistair Seed. Alistair Seed letter in Clivel's desk, Barrel Beast Project, Gnomish books on airships, God Lothlin, two hands holding clay. Truss has had one or two jobs from Clivel, same amount. He's a go-to kidnapper, which was the mayor that had you kidnapped. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
and this
so
was
it's
in
just-
Rimbo?
There's a brief
Gotcha.
dossier there on Alistair and his interests and what he wanted money for from the governor. But there's nothing in that file to say that he was doing anything bad. It's just like, he wants these things, and I'm not going to give them to him. But yeah, so he's pretty excited. I've never seen a planar shift in the flesh. Please have a seat. And he gestures you around, and there are a smallish table, but lots of like high back chairs that are very comfortable for y'all to sit on. The fire's already going. I'll make tea, and he leaves the room for a brief moment, and you just hear him clattering around and starting to get some stuff.
We have to go, don't we?
We
Well,
do,
I mean-
but it feels rude.
Yes, we did just pop into his house.
We did just do business.
We have things to do.
It's just a cup of tea.
All right,
We just-
he comes back in with some plates. He puts
Could
it
be
on the little
fun.
table, gets the kettle over the fire. Oh, be but a minute. What brings you here? Did you, hi.
We're on a mission from God.
He's not wrong. We just came from the maw. We defeated a demigod named Kelrek and freed the god of death from the grasp of a heinous person named Elish Brasia, and now we're back.
Wow.
Yes.
Would you like jasmine tea or Anyway, tell me more about this planar shift.
Oh, well,
Is it easy? Is it something you can harness? Is it something that you could do repetitiously?
I wouldn't say very often. I only am able to do it once a day, really.
Useless.
But I can tell you a little bit of... Oh.
Oster's daughter's sunflower.
That's actually pretty cute.
I can tell you a little bit about it as far as I know.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm still here. This is just driving me nuts. I didn't want any.
Which way is the
It's the docks.
yes.
Oh, the docks. He walks over to on the other side of the study, opposite the fireplace. There's some curtains drawn across a window. He opens it, and you can see the Sweet Leaf, and you can see Setzer's ship. Really not too far. Super bright. It's right on the edge. You're maybe 5 minutes away from the ocean. Sorry, yes, it's quite bright outside. It is. Now, my daughter, Sunflower. And Sunflower just kind of, you just see like little hands, like little straw-colored hair, like in little braids, and just big old eyes. Yes, father. He's like, could you sugar, please, for our new friends, or some honey? Honey? Do you prefer honey, sugar? Hey, bring them both, my dear. And she's like, okay. Boom. Disappears. Little padded footsteps. Now, I have been, I'm in the business of transportation. See, this is my goal in life. I am nothing, I'm not a magical person like yourselves. I'm not able to wield any such things. So I look to the gnomes and I look to the dwarves and I try to take inspiration from their fantastic minds and all of the machinery that they were able to build. And that brought me to the Bar Beast. So the Bar Beast, I have one prototype, and it is a beautiful land-crawling machine. It can handle tough terrain like nobody's business. It runs on sails. But to this day, I am limited to the ground. And I have been looking high and low. There was rumor of a book about gnomish airships, and I would love to take something like the Bar Beast and get it into the skies. The gnomes were never able to perfect this particular machinery. But I will. Anyway, if you have anything like that, or if you ever find anything like that, you let me know, and I will fund you with all the money that I have. Sunflower rounds the corner again. She brings this nice top, like, tumbling tower of sugar cubes, brings it out. He starts pouring tea.
I summon my spiritual weapon, and I just take some and pour it into the teacup instead. Because I am very confused, and so I just need, I summon my spiritual tankard. Yeah, I was thinking of the one that just doesn't end from the Mooncatch one. So I get out the other tankard. I summon all the tankards. I'm very confused. And I like just look to Bubo, and I'm like,
I lean over to Aura and say, you know, we have an army on ships waiting for us to get back.
I know. Mr. Seed,
Yes.
our crew is anxiously awaiting our return as they think we're still in the mall. Would you and your daughter care to join us for supper tonight aboard the ship?
I
Or we could-
would be honored. Should I bring something? And she's just like, I can make cookies.
Yes.
We
Bring
can-
cookies.
We can, we can-
when will this dinner be? How long do I have to prepare?
just give him money for our condolences, right? Of coming in and then just gonna leave him here, right?
We don't
Hush,
want
hush,
him
hush, hush.
ready for
I
dinner.
knock over
I don't
imports
know
every
who
day.
he is.
No. You owe me nothing. You're guests in my house. You are in the humble home of Alistair Seed. I am the patriarch of the Seed family. I am one of the 3 great houses of all halflings, and we're welcome.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Well, dinner. What time is it?
It's about
Day,
3 o'clock.
daytime.
Yes, PM.
Say we'll prepare a feast and have it at about 5 for everyone to eat and get a good meal.
Fabulous. Perfect.
What?
Perfect.
We look forward to you and Sunflower being there.
Oh, you know that Sunflower, you've made some new friends. She's very shy. And she's kind of like, as he says that, she's like, whoop, hides behind him.
Oh,
Did you say he invented the bar beast?
He did, yes, he designed it. And there's one functional prototype, is what he mentioned. But yeah, and yeah, sketches and all that stuff. He seems pretty excited. But he'll see you later. If you're headed out, you could just leave my office. Turn right, head down the stairs, head down the other stairs, head down the other stairs, and then turn left, and then turn right, and that's the door. The two knobs is the door. Take your time. If you need any refreshment, please. Anything in the larder is yours to take. I will be replenished on 2 days from now. Have a fabulous
Which way's
you,
the
and we'll-
bar?
What was that? Oh!
You said you had a beast of a bar. Where's
no.
that?
The bar beast, and he peels the sketch off of the wall and flaps it over. And it's odd. It's column shaped in its simplest form, but it's like it's segmented, and every segment is made up of triangles with little feet on the bottom of them. At the top, there are some sails that seem to catch wind. And as these things roll, in the center of that column, there is a sort of free-floating position that seems to be where the crew would go. So as the
that's
outer
really
ring
cool.
rotates, the center stays still. So as it just continues to crawl, like you're all just kind of sitting in the middle. Yeah.
So where do you
Gotcha.
drink from?
My mouth? What?
No, the bar.
No. It is made of bars, hence I called it the bar beast, and it is also sort of bar-shaped. And I called it the beast because it is. It only travels on the energy of wind. It's like it's alive. It's very exciting. I thought it was a good name.
I've had a
And
long
Sunflower's like,
day.
I came up with the name.
Ducks back around behind.
she's so cute.
It's a very good.
It is a very good name.
Well,
We will
we should
see
get
you
in touch
all
with our
on.
crew.
Absolutely.
Indeed,
I shall see you 2 hours hence.
The Sweet Leaf 2, the ship you're looking for.
We leave 2. He looks out the window. There are only 2 ships. Which one? just point. I'll show up.
It's that one.
Lovely ship. Your ship? You're a
Yes.
captain? My house is very exciting. All right, have a fabulous day. A captain? Sunflower, did you hear that? He picks her up and he just starts like kind of walking down the hall. He's talking to her about ships and captains. He starts talking about how ships work. And she's just like, "Dad."
Until then, let's go.
Message is the first one out the door.
It's Itch.
I don't mean to be rude, but we have pressing matters than to have tea at this.
Oh, goodness. Least we could do is invite him to dinner. Doesn't that sound fascinating?
What?
A vessel that could fly.
Hi, Hailstorm.
I mean, carry one, maybe 2 people at a time. But think about it. What if my ship could fly.
That would be wonderful. What's not wonderful is we have pressing matters right now.
Oh,
And
you
Elish
you're
Garcia
right.
is listen, I love tea, and the jasmine, it was a nice tea. It was nice. But anyway, we're having a feast tonight?
I think we should.
I don't know. Why am I the one but wanted to get going and wham bam?
You are not ready to face Elish. You need to rest.
That's very true. That's
don't even
very
know
true.
what it is.
Rest.
Yeah, I don't know what horror you're in.
I don't know.
Finally got out of
I
the
want to.
Let's have a good night of celebrating what life we have left.
You're right. Sorry,
Grieved on Saul.
I'm just antsy.
I know.
Okay.
You finally got into a big, powerful demigod body, and now you are unsatisfied. That's it, isn't it?
Can we talk about that for a minute? Because
Oh, now you want to stop and hold everything up?
we're walking and talking. We're walking and talking.
Walking.
Boom, boom.
This is true.
Walking.
It was.
I'm too
Did you
tired. I
see?
need to
Did
be
you
carried. I
see?
can't think and talk at the same time.
It is. Oh, here. We get the rope. We'll tie her up and put her on. Do you look? Do you feel like this all the time? All of you? And obviously I've been there before. He was just, it was just,
I mean, he is a hulking figure.
oh my goodness.
I don't feel
Yeah,
that
almost made-
ever.
I kind of want to work out. I kind of want to, whatever they do. I don't know what they do.
Dance?
Clearly.
I don't know.
Chewing on Rust Flame's regiment.
Oh, I'd break. Let's be honest, I'd break. Anyway, it was cool.
It's kind of exciting to feel that kind of power, isn't it?
No.
Well, well, physically, yes, because I've had his power before, and it wasn't good. But physically,
And- But what did we learn? We don't want to be an evil demigod, right?
well, I did put him in the book, and then you were going to.
Yes.
I saw you open the jar.
Oh,
Are you going to let
so-
him out?
No, so
You
what happened
opened the
was
jar?
I
Yep.
there was a jar, and I thought that was my jar because I had a jar, and then there was another jar, and then I got confused, and then someone said what was inside, and so I said, okay, well let's look, and so I did beep boop, and then there.
We need to sit
inside-
down and talk about all the things you should be learning.
I think we need to write her name on all of her possessions. That way she doesn't open anything that doesn't belong to her.
Yeah.
Just
Stop
imagine
touching
like
other
someone
people's things.
stitching.
It
Oh.
was mine. Oh look, we're in a new environment.
And it's very bright out here.
As we're walking to the sweet leaf, I go over to Bubo and I say, Bubo, can we scoot along or kind of stay behind the group real fast, please?
Yeah. Good luck with
Thanks.
Starheart, though. You might want to convince her something interesting's up ahead.
Drink it. Here, finish. No.
Oh.
Oh, that's not what I did. That's not what I did.
My goodness,
you're taking
Starheart! Look at this. It's a bar, but it's like on wheels, and we can all pedal on it. Do you want to do this with me?
Where?
Come on, hop on. It's right
Where?
here. There's
Is it?
there's a cart, and it's got wheels, and it looks like we push the pedals, which makes the cart go down the street.
Are we
Please tell me there's a
You're
bar
doing
on
most of the
it.
work. You're doing most of the work because she can't reach the pedals.
Fine, I don't mind. Come on, it'll be fun. Come on.
The basket is very Starheart sized.
I'll well, I was hoping it would be literally like a bar cart that you pedal a pedal bar. What
yes,
are those things
yes.
called?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Wait,
Yeah.
did we just?
Mhm.
Are we just stealing it?
We are now.
Guess so.
You're joining it. It came trucking along.
Yeah, you
and guys
join
just
it.
hopped on.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
The little town of Arimbo's got nice little pedal bars. There you go.
I'll pay for your round for you. Come on, Andre. Come on.
Oh,
It's like
thank
a
you.
massive kegs, like perilously balanced on a few poles. Like there's a loose cage at the top. There's like little hoses stuck into all of them, and there's just like a guy, like a couple of guys, just like with thumbs over the holes because they don't have stoppers. Like, here you go, here you go. But it's a nice time. There's a couple other people in there with you. There's a guy. He smells oddly of fish, but both not really oddly. He's a fisherman. He's got some hooks and stuff like on his vest. He's got a little like not a harpoon, but like a little spear on his back as well. And he just seems to be enjoying himself. He cheers you both. There are also a couple of priests of Lothlin with a couple. Each of them has a clay cup in their palms. One is you just know this just from general culture of these priests is one cup is for collections and one cup is for giving. So this one will fund their local church, and this one will feed nearby people. So occasionally people will money in the bowl, money goes to food goes to other people. All right, so thank you for that. A town guard stopping people
my
for drinking
gosh.
and peddling. Thank you for
Fun
that.
police. Fun police.
Danny, just for my notes
Fun,
to
please.
confirm, we're in Verimbo.
Barimbo of the West Bowl. Yes, indeed. Town guard. All right.
Arr.
I'm gonna pay five silver to the bartender peddler, and then 5 silver to the Lothlin priest.
And
He
then
gets
Starheart
excited.
puts her hand out too.
You've overpaid. Like this is a nice town, but it sort of has its own economy. So it's like they haven't seen that much money for something like this in a while. So he starts he's like takes a hose from one and then a hose from another one. He makes you like a black and tan. Whoop, whoop. Passes it back and he does so for all the friends. And actually there was enough to go around. So you essentially paid for drinks for the whole round, and he still offers you the change. But either way, it's a good day's work for him. Everybody kind of cheers until you hear a whistle. Just and you see the guy at the front of the cart just like, oh shit. He starts pedaling harder. He's like, hey, if you guys don't want to go to jail, maybe pedal faster.
I can't reach the pedals.
You two short ones, each of you on one side. He points to Starheart, he points to Andre.
Starheart just climbs on top of one of them and goes, mush, mush.
Great. It slows down. We'll cut away for a moment. Nitsij and Bubo, you two were hanging back and having a chat, right?
I look longingly at the pedal bar. We're not going on the bar? We're not taking the bar? Oh.
No, they just hopped on and went.
You see a guy with a billy club run past you guys.
Well,
It's a good thing we
not
didn't
anymore.
take the bar.
I think we dodged. Yeah, we dodged an arrow on that one.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, did you by any chance see a female down in the mall that looked like me a little bit?
A female that looked like you?
Yep.
Were you
Did you
wearing
notice her
wigs
at all?
again?
No. I saw her. I didn't recognize who she was. But she looked like she had the same robes and stuff from the college. And she also looked like she was like looking at me. I believe she said, "Nitsij, watch this," or to some avail. And I didn't know who she was. I just didn't know if you'd seen her at all. And then she was obviously she had survived. She survived the attack on Kelrek. And then I kind of noticed her when she walked through the portal again. And I was trying to keep my eyes kind of down, but I could see her staring at me the whole time.
I missed it. I didn't see
Okay,
anything.
was she probably on the ship? and I need my brother. I need my buddy. I need you. I need you to
Because
help me.
Because there's a girl that looks like you. It's not you.
But she doesn't look like me. That sounds very
Wearing-
weird. I'm not
Yes,
attracted to
wearing your
myself.
college
I'm
robes.
just saying she looked attractive, but her mannerisms and stuff. It reminded me of like she had the same glasses. She had the same glasses.
Yes. Well, what do you need?
I don't know what I need. You know, my
Rule number one.
my experience with female.
Rule number one.
Right. Dance with her.
Don't be weird. Nope, don't be weird.
No, rule number one was dance with her.
Rule number one, I'm changing the rules. Number one, don't be weird.
Can't change the
You're
rules. It's
already
chaos.
You're already being weird about it. You're going to scare her off before you even get to the actual rule number one, which is dance with her.
Have you seen the experience that I've had so far? I don't know not
you
having.
were in another dude's body. It was giant.
I'm talking about.
saw that.
I'm talking about with Starheart. Do I do the same things? Do I dance? I don't. I'm just saying. Listen, nothing's going to happen. I'm just saying. She caught my eye. That's all I'm saying. She caught my eye. I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know. Should I still have feelings for Starheart, even though
Nope.
She seems just on a different. She just seems on a different level right now, and I just don't know how to deal with that. So,
Listen, yeah, the Starheart thing was not your fault. You did all the right things. I blame that on her for being ridiculous. You're doing great. So
well, that's nice of you, Boo. Thank you. I just try to do what you say to do.
So, rule number 0.5, don't be weird. But then we go to rule number 1, which is you dance with her. But you can't be weird.
Should I detect?
Right now, you're being weird.
Should I detect her? Should I detect her thoughts so I know how to talk to her better?
Ooh, I like that idea.
That's not being weird at all.
I think that could be useful. I think because then you would know what to say and what not to say, which would be better than me trying to tell you right now what to say and what not to say, because then it would actually be coming from her.
Yeah, but you and Naya are so. You guys look really good, and you guys have good conversations together.
Yes. Honestly, I never. Well, I can't detect any thoughts of hers, so I've never done that. So I can't speak to that. It might be a good idea.
You want me to detect thoughts on Naya? Naya?
No. No, that'd be weird.
Oh.
Remember, don't be weird.
Right, but you just said I should detect thoughts on.
Sahlen?
No, her name was Cathel, I think.
No. Oh, somebody
No,
else.
someone
It
just
is
dropped.
Sahlen.
Someone mentioned it in the chat as Sahlen.
Oh.
Yeah, Cathel
Okay,
was
well,
also
anyway.
there.
The girl
Cathel Riverhand was a college student.
was the girl that showed up on Bubo's island.
Yeah, she came.
Oh, I'm about 3 or 4 sessions behind of notes, so.
It is Sahlen.
Sahlen. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry.
So
I
you
never
two,
got her name. I don't know her name.
throughout this whole conversation, you are watching Inquest of Geek. Thank you for the raid, friends. As you two are having this conversation, you're watching this guard chase down your friends on this bar cart. It's slowing down a little bit more as Starheart is like weighing down one of the heaviest peddlers. She's like barking orders. And just eventually, I stop in the name of Rimbo. And you see as the driver's like, sorry guys, we're fucked.
I cast hold person.
On the guard?
Yeah.
All right. He's got to make a save, right?
Yeah, Andre. I am here for
Got a
this, Andre.
15.
Wisdom 17. He's
Son of a bitch.
paralyzed. Pedal faster!
You got it! And you just, the bartender guy just
faster.
for everybody. Drinks for everybody. I guess now it's a bus service because the guy turns back. He's like, "Where to?"
Ah,
What?
to the harbor.
Okay, lady. And he makes a hard left and starts getting on like. There's a bit of a boardwalk before it goes straight to the docks and everything. So he's just slow down even more. You look back and you see a little guy, sort of like he's in like a smart little business suit, but he's very short. You actually can't tell if he's a halfling or a gnome. He's like in that sort of between height, and he just kind of very just carefully like reaches into the guard's pockets and just fucks off. And yeah, I would say.
Boo-boo and I.
Mm-hmm. No, go for it.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say you two would have more easily been able to catch up now since the planks are making the bike move so slowly.
You walk past a
Boo-boo
frozen
and
guard.
I walk with the frozen guard, and you guys are like far out by this time. You had already left, and I go up to the guard. I cast Dispel Magic on him and go, "Oh, sorry. It was a drive-by holding."
Ah.
I'm used to it.
Okay, there you are. But you know, that man over there took something out of your pocket, so I think that's more pressing matters there.
Keep a giver, I'm gonna get you! And he just boof, 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 starts chasing after that little dude. He's like, oh shit! They round corners together. Hooray. Guard has been. So yeah, you catch up to your friends on the bar
I
cart.
saw you. It was a drive-by fruiting.
So yeah, Bubo, Nitsid, you catch up. Everyone else is sloshed if you choose to be. But basically it was drinks for everybody since Aura overpaid by a lot on this particular cart. So you're getting closer and closer to the ships. You got the Sweet Leaf 2 on your left, and then you got Setzer's ship on the right. Although you notice that Setzer's ship is starting to pull up anchor as you're pulling forward. And that's about it.
I guess we hop off.
I guess we hop off. Bartender, if you wouldn't mind, if you have nowhere else to be for a bit, I would like to send some of my crew down to you just for some drinks.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, we actually have a bit of a turnabout, and he, like, points off to the side where there's just this sort of, like, circle road, so you can just pedal in place for a while, just go round and round. Yeah, we'll be over there. Just send him our way. We'll be down that way.
Thanks.
Could I get one to go?
Open wide.
Excellent.
Oh, 100 episodes.
I want to make
I'll
up
give him
for it
a-
somehow.
And I'll give him 3 gold to do some rounds for the crew.
At 3 gold, you see there was a platform at your feet, and he like kicks it and go, and like this really big like gleaming barrel is then hoisted up to the top. We get to bring out the good stuff. Ding, 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 ding. They ring a bell.
Nice.
Like you.
Locals all come in.
Rustflame, Captain wants to do a feast tonight. Can we send someone to get festivities and food?
Oh, okay, you're already on the ship. Right? Yeah, consider it done.
Oh, that we're right there, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're coming up on it, but you're there. There's nothing else between, so yes, you're there. Right, consider it done.
And drinks all around for the crew with my friend down on the dock.
Oh, the little spinny thing. All right, I'll send out the boys to go grab food. Personnel check, because the last time that we just let somebody walk up, he sort of kidnapped your friend. Is there anybody else that we should be expecting so that we can keep proper guard on the gangplank tonight?
Yes, Alistair Seed and his little daughter, Sunflower.
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 Oh.
How much did you have on the
Sunflower.
ship?
That was
Hello?
wasn't a very long pedal either.
Captain,
Not that much.
I didn't realize there
Not
was
that
that much booze in the mall, but I'm
fine.
glad you're back. And, with
No,
that-
there's no booze in the mall. Just a little celebratory drink. Everything will be fine. Just a little, feel a little good. Feel a little tipsy. Yes. So feast, Alistair Seed, Daughter Sunflower, guests tonight.
Consider it done. All right, boys, you heard the lady. Whoa, boom! And he starts just grabbing dudes out of their chairs and lining them up and giving orders. It's like, all right, you're in charge of meat, you're in charge of vegetables, you're in charge of this, that, the other, and they just disperse, leaving the majority of the set there. And you see Setzer's ship begin to pull away from the dock.
Should be.
Just I use thaumaturgy and shout off the side.
Lubo, is that why you're waving?
No, I'm waving at the ship because it's leaving.
Okay. Okay.
Use thaumaturgy to yell at them. Where got we?
You see Setzer come back up, and he's just like, I held up my end of the bargain, Captain. I went to hell for you. It's time for me to go back to the sea. We're done. But if you ever need us again, don't find us. We're done. And just boom, he unfurls the sails, and they just start taking off.
Fair.
Very well.
That's my thing. If you need me, don't.
They fire off a couple cannons and salute. No cannonballs, of course, just for noise and all that stuff. And you see all the remaining of Setzer's crew. They all salute and wave back. Some of them toss like sacks of potatoes and shit, just giving you some food because clearly you're organizing for some sort of feast. So they're able to lob it over and just hits the deck. Restline picks it up and starts prepping. Now you're on your ship.
I have never been so happy to feel these planks beneath my feet.
Can you
All right.
even feel
Yep,
them?
I'm.
Technically.
I mean, you know you're walking on wood.
Yep.
I'm going to go into my quarters and just kind of go through inventory and all that stuff. And Rustflame and some of the crew, I think I told them that you would want a feast, so I believe they're getting food and such. So I'll come back out in a few.
Sure, yeah, sure. Do what you need.
I'm gonna follow him to his quarters.
Cool. Nitsage, before you can get to your quarters, you just hear, it's so good to see that you made it all the way back here, Nitsage.
Yes. Oh, hi. And I see Boomer and I go,
Does Starheart see this? I'm wondering where I
Do
am.
you?
That's what I'm wondering.
Well, would you have already headed below deck?
Nah. I figure I didn't even have anything to drink on the actual pedal thing. I think I just got really into like just beat at the top and yelling mush.
All right. So then, so you just see Nitsage and Bubo go downstairs. You don't see her intercept.
Oh, okay.
So I'm so excited to see that you made it safely. I tried to make you a cake.
So cute.
She pulls out a cake, but it's like horrific looking because you can tell she tried to make like a cake in the shape of Hailstorm, but has never, probably A, never baked a cake before, and B, is not a good sculptor. So it's like it just looks like a horse head with like wings sticking off the top of it, and all the frosting's
When were you able to make such a thing?
Oh, I saw that you were coming, so I took it out of the oven. Please don't eat it. It's not done.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. And I cast Detect Thoughts.
Does someone know?
no, Nitsid. No.
Does somebody know that you do that to them?
Yes, they do. But
No.
It's
we
like you
want to
also
really
feel someone
cast detect-
detecting your thoughts.
Am I able to tell that that's what he's doing?
I just do one of these things. I just go.
Sleight of hand.
All right. Surface thoughts are like lots of like giddy screaming of like, oh my god, he's looking at me, oh my god, and then like, but there's this weird sort of like, not sinister, but very uncomfortable undertone of like, I can't wait to be him. Like, it's like,
Oh.
With a with a 12 arcana check, would I have known that that's what he did?
Yeah, I think so. Because you had already discussed it earlier, so you would have seen it coming
Okay.
anyway. It's just like, this is it.
So-
This is the moment.
Justin, you do what you're doing, but Bubo starts to go, oh, like oh, it's not didn't really mean. He's like,
I do that, and you see like Nitsuch's eyes like wide, like, oh, what is your name?
Sahlen, you don't remember?
Oh, yes, oh, yes, of course, I remember. I've had a long day. So forgive
I'm like
me.
awkwardly
please.
like finding a way to pose up against the wall and like giving him thumbs up, like all behind her back, like yeah, like subtly but not like yeah.
Thank you for the cake. How did you? Thank you for coming down to the mall with us.
I would follow you anywhere.
Oh, okay. Well, I like your glasses.
Thank you. I did a lot of research to find out where I lost my accent. There it is. I went to where you grew up, and I asked them who made your glasses, and then they made me another pair.
Oh, I'm gonna message Bubo. I message Bubo in my head and go, what if she's weird?
Oh, I hadn't
You can
thought
respond
of
to this
that.
message.
Yeah. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. But is she like super hot on a scale of 1 to 10?
I guess I'll roll. Sahlen is a 9.
Oh, Bud, she's hot. But she's super cute. So I say, oh, I hadn't thought about it. But she's really attractive.
It's so hot in here right now.
Family fantasy
well,
RPG.
that's-
Thank
can
you
I-
for the raid.
Can I see?
for the
Can I
raid.
see your glasses? Can I see them?
Yeah. Your prescription
Oh,
too.
What?
you
I
have
the
the
worst
same.
headache.
I don't understand that, but
The glass.
yeah. No, I know. He understands. He just doesn't understand that. Oh, okay. Here. That's you don't
Wanted
you don't have to
see
wear
the
them.
world
You can.
through your eyes.
Oh, you don't have to. You need well, I do need to go. Bubo, have you met Bubo yet?
Oh,
What? Bubo, this is
oh,
Sa-
Hi, Sahlen, nice to meet you. We were having a conversation.
Oh, were you? About what? What is this little wavy hand thing?
We were having a conversation about Nitsage things. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, I wouldn't. Okay. I step back. When she turns around to Nitsage, I step back to my corner.
What I was saying is, Bubo and I were going to the privy. So would you like to wait? Would you like to get a drink for us while we go and
I'd love to get a drink
and use?
with you.
And she goes upstairs.
Thank- Bubo, what the fuck?
You took the words out of my mouth.
I don't even know. I don't even know what other word to say.
Wow.
We'll start with me. Thank you for the
Um,
raid. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, thanks for the raid.
I don't know what I should do. Her
That was
thoughts.
unexpected.
Her thoughts were like she wanted she wanted to like be me, but like be me, you know?
Yeah, I never thought that she would be the weird one. I thought I would just have to be dealing with you. So,
Starheart
pass.
looks like a duck
pass.
on water compared to that one. I don't. But how do I get rid of her? How do I get rid of her? How do I get rid of her?
Say your. Can I look around and see if there's anything ring shaped on the ground?
No.
Like, is there anything
There's like
that could pass as a ring?
Yeah, there's a
You
few like
can't Ted
washers
Mosby
and
your
stuff.
way out of this.
Yeah, there's a few washers like that, like maybe go to bolts that go in various places and stuff that have fallen onto the ground. Just yeah, that's about it as far as ring shape.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab as many as can be found. Nitsage, try these on. Put it on your wedding ring. No, yeah, the other finger.
Okay,
Your
ouch.
your
No, ouch.
marriage finger.
Ouch. Those are sharp.
Yeah, listen.
That's too big. Oh, that kind of goes
Make
on
it work.
a
Maybe
little
like, squeeze your fingers together. Listen.
bit.
If she comes back, just say, make it obvious. Like, I'm actually taken. Sorry, busy. You're busy that day.
She's gonna. Who? To who?
I don't know. Pick a name.
Put this on. Put this ring on.
Me?
I don't
No.
know. You're the closest one here.
No, we're not married. You're not marrying me. That's not how this works. If Naya were to walk around the corner,
Listen.
I'd be done.
Listen, I know that when you bluff someone, you got to go over the top. You know,
Over the
you got to go
top?
like 2, 3,
You're
4
gonna dig
if you're
yourself
bluffing
in such a
someone.
big hole, you're not gonna be able to get out of it.
You understand that if I say that if I'm married to Starheart, then Starheart's gonna do her Starheart thing and go flip out crazy and stuff, and then you know what
Don't
she
pick
might even
Starheart.
attack. She might even attack Starheart.
Just
Okay.
go with like
I'll say
female
I'll
Jeb.
say
Female Jeb. Veg.
what?
Veg. Female
No,
Jeb.
no.
It's Veg.
No, I've got
Just think of
standards,
Jeb as a
Boo-Boo.
female with a wig on, and that'll be your fake
No.
wife.
But then she's gonna want to meet the female Jeb, or she's gonna want to see if you. What if I?
Jeb does all our bitch work.
It's like cut to you guys in front of Jeb with like a wig and a sundress. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I will be right back. I have to be so bad. I'm so sorry. Continue the bullshit.
Well, you know what? I could pretend that I'm married to Aura, and then if she tries to hurt Aura would just done.
Okay. This is a good
Still-
idea.
I understand, but also I do need to go to
I'm
the
sure
bathroom.
Aura would
though.
understand.
Can you come to the bathroom with me, please?
I'll wait
Boo,
outside.
I was going down. Okay, but if she comes, you're going to be talking to her.
She bet. Aura? Are we saying aura? Or do you need me? I can summon a fae now, and I could summon a trickster fae, and they could trick her into being your wife, or you could choose aura. Really, whatever's the easiest.
I need to get someone. I need to get someone that I can trust that would go with it. That would go with it.
Yeah, just say you're dating aura. Just say you and
my
aura
hands are
sitting-
sweating.
Yep.
My hands are sweating.
You went
Do
to the
you
bathroom
understand?
and you washed your hand.
I don't, but I thought this female was very attractive. And my heart is beating so fast right now because I'm scared. Boobo, I'm scared. We just fought a demon and we saw the god of death, and I'm scared now.
And how are you scared? Why are you scared now? Literally over the tiniest thing. Just say you're in a thing
You
with
weren't
aura.
looking at her eyes.
You're in a thing with aura. Aura, you're in a thing.
Okay.
You guys are always together. It makes sense.
Okay.
You're in a thing with aura.
Yeah.
She'll play
Yeah.
along. She'll get it.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll just say that.
It's easy to say. You're in a thing with
Okay.
aura. It's not complicated.
Okay.
You and aura, a thing.
Okay. I'm going to the bathroom.
Where
be
are
right
the
back.
three of us?
Still on deck.
I'm.
Okay.
You're where?
Yeah,
Andre and I
you
are on
said-
deck. I don't know
Oh, yeah.
where you are.
Okay,
Yeah, she's still up there,
Yeah,
too.
I'm on deck with you then. I'm in the same area.
All right. So, Nitz, did you head back up?
He went to the restroom.
Wherever the privy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not quite the poop deck, but
Yeah. Okay. So you find a stall. What's going on deck, everybody? Except you see someone. You initially think that it's Nitzage, but then you're like, oh yeah, it was that one girl. And she starts filling two mugs, like two really big mugs. But doesn't mean too much to you at the moment.
Kind of am holding on to one of the ropes and just
she?
a little tipsy, not drunk, a little tipsy. She's
Okay.
feeling good. She's holding on to the ropes and she's looking out at the crew. You all are amazing. You're the best crew a captain could ever wish for, and there's drinks on the dock for all of you. We're drinking and we're eating good tonight, because you all are the shit.
You see Russ Flame, like, he picks up a broom and bites down on it so he doesn't laugh, like, out loud. And everyone else is like, aye, yeah, they're glad you're having a good time. They know you've had a rough time, and the rest of them have also had a rough time. So everyone's just like, that looks like a good idea, and they start tapping kegs on the boat. Jeb's just sort of walking around. He's saying hi to people. Yeah, and everybody else is just here. Cab is kind of the whole ship is kind of like, yeah, because Cab is on one edge of it. It's kind of sitting.
So I'll come out. Oh, did you want to do something else?
Well, I just want to see what the other two of yous were up to. I heard and
Absolutely.
I don't even. Andre, what?
What were you saying, Andre?
This is an improv no.
And that's how I killed a wyvern with squash.
It must have been where you were still with your friends on the plains, because I don't remember that happening with us.
Well, I was asleep, but it was very vivid. So.
I see.
Yes.
So you didn't actually kill it.
Well, I don't know. We just went to the mall, and I feel like we forgot something. I feel like there is something else we should have done there, but we didn't. Maybe it's just because we were in Copperforge for a really long time. So now I feel like an attachment to places. Like maybe we should have. Did we do everything we needed to do?
I believe so. Yes, we did all the things that we set out to do.
And Kelly Rec now is in charge, and she'll just make it awesome.
Well, I mean, wherever her father was parading around as the leader of that section, I'm sure, but she's not.
She'll take over. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, there's only one real ruler of the underworld, and he kind of met that big man.
Oh yeah, no, he's yes. You mean your god, right?
Yes.
Yes, no, he can rule because he's the death one,
Yes.
and that's the land of death. Have I told you I'm very sleepy? We've had a very long day. It may have been a couple weeks, but it feels like one very long day.
No, it has been a very long day. I have also not. I don't even have any spells left. My magic is completely tapped out.
I just touch Andre's like forearm, and I cast Cure Wounds. Because you said you were all tapped out. It's just a level 1. It's a tiny one, but you get. Oh, pokey. Oh, sweet. You get 13 health.
Oh wow.
Hooray.
I got the
you-
max for the level.
While you're finishing up that conversation, a lot of the people that Rust Flame sent out to gather food are now arriving, and they just immediately begin cooking. So there's like boar, there's pheasant, there's all kinds of things. There's like mashing a peas pudding and stuff right now. They're working fast. They're used to doing this, very quickly on a ship because there's other shit to do. So it's not gonna be the most delicious meal, but there will be a lot of food for everybody. And kind of like off in the distance, you see it almost looks like a miniature parade, but you recognize sort of like the big puffy sleeves of of Alistair Seed. So you can see him just kind of like waving, and you see Sunflower like up on his hip, all like leaning out and waving as well. And then behind him, there's just like a cauldron of tea and a bunch of other like foods like being like marched over on these like shoulder stretcher things. So there's a bit of a parade thing happening, coming towards bringing his fair share, or what he feels is his fair share for dinner. And then Nitzig, you were coming up, right?
Yep.
All right.
Bubo's right there at the door, I think. So I kind of come out and... has she come back yet? Oh, there you are. Yes, thank you, Bubo, for the warning.
Oh, she's
Thank
here.
you.
Was she right outside the
Well-
door?
Let's go drink on the dock with everyone else.
Okay.
And I just go.
She's just like right up on you.
I'll follow behind.
Yeah.
Wish I had a drink.
And
It'd be nice.
I am looking intensely for Aura Stone.
I like to think she's still vamping at the crew a little bit.
Yep. Standing on the center mast, holding on one hand to the rope, one hand to a drink, gesturing to the crew and sloshing her drink free.
You level 1 key.
No.
Level 1 key, thanks for the raid.
Yay.
Look at him.
Oh no. She's tipsy. This might not go well. And I drink some of the ale.
Here, Captain Aura! This aura's fun.
The whole crew is with it. Ah!
Aura, aura, aura. Aura, aura,
We went down to the mall, but the mall couldn't hold us down.
Your tongue.
She is a riveting singer, don't you think, Sahlen?
I think you could probably sing better, Nitsich.
What was that? Okay. I see now. And I want to slowly just walk up to Aura as she's singing, and I go,
Nitsage, I drop down. This man, this Qualia elf right here, he's the best. He's the best of them all.
You're married to me right now. You're married to me.
I'm feeling very merry at the moment. Yeah, everything is great.
And I message her. I go, I message her, and I need you to be married to me right now. And I put my hand in front of my face with the ring on it, and I just scratch my face and try. I need you to be
How
married.
would I notice it?
I guess perception at disadvantage.
Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Rolled a 3 and a 14, but it's still a 9.
Dang.
No, Nitsage got a fancy ring. How cool.
Oh, that's new. That's not the one I gave you, though. Where's the one I gave you? Oh, there it is. This one. See?
Right. This is the one. But you also remember. Oh,
No.
Sahlen. She gave me this ring.
I did. That one's very special.
What?
That one.
No, this ring here. This ring.
I look around.
Remember?
I look around and I find a crew member that's just already passed out, drunk, and I grab his unfinished ale. And I run up and I say, "Cheers to the wedded couple!"
You see
And I
Russ
clink my
Flame
mug.
like, oh, Lonnie! He runs up and
no.
gets you both in a huge bear hug. Nobody said it was ever gonna happen, but I always knew it was gonna happen. I'm so happy for you both. He's just shaking you, puts you both down.
I know we made it. Yeah, we made it. Aww.
We did, and together. Together.
The whole crew is just like, congratulations! And you see Sahlen, like, just like the color drains from her face. She like,
Oh.
she like crushes the glasses in her hand.
No.
And I look and just start drinking. I just start drinking. Nope, don't look, I'm just drinking. Like, face in mug, just.
I tell you what, every time.
She just like starts like shorting out. Yes. And she had, oh crap, I forgot what her heart beast was, but I remember she had like shaved it and styled it in like to look like.
Oh yeah, hailstorm
my
So
style.
she just like cuddles
Yeah.
it very, very close, and you begin to be worried for this animal. It's like Elmiring it. Just
I love you, my
We
honey.
make such a great team, you and me, because like you like.
and she just like grabs her heart beast, turns, and just sprints off the side of the ship. Just dives in,
Oh my god.
screaming.
Well,
the whole
see you
way.
later.
Oh my god. Daniel.
Swim.
Oh man, I'm sweating. Oh goodness.
Seeing this, I kind of
Oh.
walk up to Nitzig and Aura and say, I do beg your pardon, but what was that about?
I will tell you.
Who's congratulating
I will tell you later.
from the more victorious.
You just hear
United,
and
all together,
splashing
all of
and
us.
angry screeching from the side of the ship. Just splash, splash. She
Man
starts to go back
overboard?
to shore. and Russ Flame's like, no, laddie. No. Character. Mazel tov to that
happy
Oh
couple.
my god.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have this arrival be the wrap up of the night. I suppose.
I want to say that Starheart, when she heard the marriage thing, she started like clapping, but kind of like very quietly, and then just starts just walking towards the back of the crowd. Like just like, okay.
So, Alistair Seed starts. He and his crew get a little bit closer. Friends, it's so good to see you again. Bring in the food. Bring in the food. Dude, I'm so excited. Sunflower, very excited. Listen, Sunflower's doing child. So I'm gonna make sure that she's out of eyesight. But I wanted. A little bird told me that you two, congratulations, you two. So I went ahead and I got you a special gift. You're gonna love it. And you see,
Can you
behind
arrive
him-
on the pedal bar, please?
I have an idea already.
I know you do.
So,
And it's probably better.
so you notice there were you saw those priests of Laughlin earlier, right? So they have the long robes and they had the two bowls, and another one starts to walk up the gangplank. But there's a bit of an extra sway in his hips as he does so. Just... and for the first thing he does is like you see like he like takes the bowls, he like puts one on top of the other one, and he like takes off his like vestments and just like laces it around, like somehow he like whips it with such style it goes whoop whoop around both of your necks, and he like slowly pulls it back and just like woo woo whoosh. He throws it over the side of the ship and, just, and she continues to swim away. And then he he like shoulders back the robes. When he turns back around, the two bowls are covering his chest. And he just starts to do like suction on, and he does like a little dance. Anyway, it goes on like this for like 10 minutes. I'm not doing the whole goddamn thing. That's what you get.
And so forth.
And so forth.
Oh,
Wow.
Russ Flame, you book the entertainment.
Oh my goodness.
And there's like a themed dance that happens. It's very acrobatic because Laughlin is like, the god of clay and art, so it's all like woo and nimby. Anyway, so that happens. That's over. Like, and I guess that's where we're ending tonight, is a stripper or a It's Just Fake Wedding, which is not where I thought we were gonna end tonight, but there we are. And, that sounds like it's for you. 100 episodes of this crap. We'll see you next week, I'm sure.
Episode
Thank you, everybody,
100.
for joining us. Thank you for all of your support. Everything you have donated tonight does help go back to supporting our stream, and all of you showing up also helps us as we continue to push for partner on Twitch. And thank you everybody for that. Deadpool says, I feel I created an accidental masterpiece there. Well, you never know.
And,
You never know.
and thank you to Marina, who did our amazing character art that you guys might have seen on our waiting screen. We've also got a final picture she did of all of us together, so hang tight around for that. But thank you so much, Marina. That was amazing. That art absolutely blew our minds, and we love it. We love it. Thank you so much.
Did we reach any milestones to give away? I don't.
No,
I
but
don't
that's
think
okay.
so.
We'll hang on to him for next time.
We will hang on to them.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. For those of you
Yeah,
who
we'll
show up,
hang on
we
to
still
them.
Thank you all
appreciate it.
for coming.
Please tell your friends if you have fun here. We grow best by word of mouth, so if you have a good time, tell tell a friend or two. It really does help us out. We appreciate it. For those of you who rated us tonight, obviously we very much appreciate that. And we'll be paying that love forward with a raid of our own. So please stick around so we can send you all to another great creator here on Twitch. And as always, if you think anything you saw tonight was worth at least $1, please consider joining our Patreon. So our heartfelt gratitude to our Patreon producers, Liam Huddlemeyer and Option Delete, as well as our associate producers, Brittany Stratford, Jesse Glaspie, and M. Jason O'Dowd, as well as Michi909, as well as all of our Felted family and friends. So if you join our Patreon, you get a little window into behind the scenes. You also, tiers 3 and above, will get an exclusive pin, and all of those have finally gone out, so you can stop yelling at us. Haha. And then the cucumber art has been ordered, so once we get those will start going out as well. And so yeah, the next pin is Cucumber. The very first one you'll get is a Perception Studio glittery pin, and you can only get it by joining the Patreon, and the rest of them, it's every 3 consecutive months, you'll get the next one. And you also get access to Behind the Legacy. So right now, get into the Discord and ask a bunch of questions in the Sahlen's Legacy thread, and we will answer them for our patrons. And even if you're not a patron, feel free to chuck some questions in the Sahlen's Legacy thread, because who knows, you might be someday, and then it'll be fun that we answered your question. And it's fun for us, because we like to know what you want to know. It helps us out a lot. And that's it. I think that's it. So,
Thank you all so much.
Thank you, everybody. Join our Discord. Follow us on Instagram. If you have any questions about all the shows that we do here, always jump in the Discord. We're happy to answer those questions, or any questions. Really. Yeah. We'll see you later.
Happy 100!
Happy 100!
Happy 100!
Thank
you. Mercury L.
Thank you for the watch.
For the follow.
Great. And good night, everybody.
Very
Oh,
well,
guys.
doo-be-doo.
Thank you.
Very well, doo-be-doo. Well, it's going away.